Hello, my friends. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this new show, this new concept. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm seeing a lot of friends here, and I see Michelle is here, Tammy's here. Oh, let me shut that off. Let's see. Kathy's here, Nikki's here. I said Tam Tam. A Barbie's here. Thank you guys so much for being here. I think we have a great. Oh, hey, John. Hey, Kim. Hey, Amy. I think we have a great idea. Hi, Trisha. Excuse me. I'm so excited that I've been shaking and losing my voice. So I just love this whole concept of a variety show and introducing new people and learning from people and sharing. And thank you, Nikki. So this, when something really means something to you, so you get very excited about it, but also nervous. I've never been nervous for a live. So this one makes me a little nervous because I'm just really excited about it. And we have some great guests tonight. This is a low budget variety show. So you can see I'm in the same studio as I always am. And, but I did put my pearls on. Hi, Annette. Hi, Maria. So I did put my pearls on today, and Michelle was just telling me you can never have too many pearls, so I'm just gonna go with it. Hi, Sharon. Hello, everyone. So this is how low budget we are, my beautiful friends. Here's my signage. Welcome to the Vintage Variety Show. Welcome, welcome. We have 3 guests tonight, and all of them so lovely, and I've met them through this beautiful community, and I have asked more people to come, and hopefully this show will grow, and every week we'll have new guests and we'll have new people sharing. And so just to give you a brief idea of what this is about before we get into the thick of it, because this is our pilot episode and we're learning and growing, is that I want to showcase artists, collectors, I wrote myself some notes, content creators, and so forth and so on, without, necessarily being a sale. And just every week we learn more and more about each other, and a community of caring and sharing, which is a really big deal to me, a community of diverse voices, and just a nice, safe, homey place to talk about the things that we love and learn about new people, new crafts, new ways of. Hi, Bob. Oh, that's Claudia's mom and dad. I can't believe it. That's so adorable. Hello, Claudia's mom and dad. So yeah, we'll have games each week. I'll pull people in and out. Hey, David. I am so forth and so on material. So very interactive. I want you guys to feel a part of all of this. You are a part of all of this. If you have ideas for the show and you have ideas for guests and that kind of thing, please do email me. You can find my email everywhere, but I'll also put it in the description. Hi, Lynn. I've made quite a few of you moderators now, so you can help make sure that everything is happy in the chats and all that. So I appreciate you guys. And let's get started. We're gonna have different segments, and I made signs for each one. So first, I want to say hi to some quiet. Hi, Meg, Claudia's daughter watching. You guys are gonna make me cry because I cry very easily. So Claudia, I'm really glad your family's here for you. So I want to say hello to Miss Kathy and Miss Pat and Miss Sandy, who do not talk in the chats, but I want to make sure I know they're here. So that was my hello. Our first segment, which I hope you're all going to be a part of, is our good news segment. Yay! Good news. I need a studio with lights and stuff. But yeah, the good news segment. So I have some good news. And then I want you guys to put in the chats what your good news is and talk to each other and share with each other. So let's see. I wrote notes. Some of you may have, hi, New England Thrifter. Hi, Alexis, Claudia's niece. Oh my gracious, this is adorable. Hey, Pat Doodles, I'm just about to talk about you, my sweetheart. So stay tuned for that. Oh, hey, Pat, you saw that I said hello to you. So yeah, the good news section. So I'll share some good news, and then I want you guys to share some good news. So some of you may know that I was really sad because due to restructuring, I thought that I had lost my job teaching, and it looks like I may not have. So good news. So that's great. My son is healing very, very well from a surgery. So good news. And then also this Friday night, I will be with my ladies at Vintage After Dark on Tammy's channel, which you can see. She's now a moderator, so she could put her channel in, and Vintage Uprising Texas. So we've decided to kind of keep our foursome together, which I really, really love. So that's good news. And then lastly, but not least at all, I discovered Pat Doodles. I discovered Pat Doodles. This is her YouTube channel. This is her website. Guys, I don't know about this best kept secret y'all were keeping from me, but this lady gives me life. Michelle shared her with me, and I wrote to her, and she is willing, hi Blackie, hi Sue, to do a live with me. So I was so excited. She's a woman after my own heart. She makes golden book journals and dolls, and she's got the cutest little cabin that she sells her wares out of, and I just absolutely love her. So if you guys want to check out Pat Doodles, please do. And then I can't wait for her and I to have a live together. So what's your good news? Tell us your good news. I'm seeing y'all congratulating me, and I love that, but I want to hear about your good news. So yeah, y'all were keeping Miss Pat as a secret because I did not know about her till recently. So I'm really excited to get to know her better. So, and okay, somebody throw me some good news so I can share it. Hey, Martha. Yeah. Oh yes. Thank you for sharing her, Nikki. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, please sub to her. Her laughter is contagious. She just has some really great stuff. She does some really great crafts. So, okay, Martha took a shower, you guys. Martha took a shower. That is good news. First live sale, New England Thrifter. That's awesome. With Julia. Good for you, sweetheart. Good for you. Getting to see my sister and niece for the first time since COVID. That's unbelievable. Good. Awesome. I got an amazing thrifted couch in the exact same colors I wanted for $75. Nice. Okay, now you guys are going fast. So there's bittersweet news. I'm wondering about that. Yep, Martha is fresh and clean. Your raids were plentiful, Viking treasure. I like that whole Viking concept. So you're like raiding the thrift store. That's great. Okay. So, oh, wait, I keep getting these. Christina is not in the chats. She keeps texting me. So it keeps coming through. So if you see me going like this, it's me like, what is she trying to say? Oh, Sue, you're going to be a guest for Q&A on Pat Doodle's channel. And Sue, I didn't even know about her till now. And now y'all know her, and you've been, Pat Doodles was featured in an international magazine. Congratulations, Pat. I think, thank you, Martha. I think Christina was looking for my show, our show. This is our show. My granddaughter and her hubby are recovering from COVID, so it's been through my entire family. Well, I'm glad they're recovering. So that's good news and bad news. But what did Barbie say? Okay. I don't know. The chat's going fast now. I'm really, really glad. Get a studio, but daughter is moving out. That's right. I did hear you say that, Tam Tam. Yeah, Sharon, somebody put her link above. So really do check her out. I was blown away. Like, I spent the whole night watching her shows. So yeah, her Golden Book collection is to die for. So among many other things. All right. I have been shopping, Patricia, for a very long time. Oh, thanks to Trisha. Okay, so what's our next feature? I'm going to give her a heads up because she's coming up. We are going to meet my special guest, Michelle. Emancipation 300 Michelle is going to be our first guest on the show. And I know what she's talking about. Hopefully you guys might know what she's talking about. But let me pull her in. Let's see. Oh, guys. This is... Okay. Add to stream. Here we go. Hello! I love your sign, Michelle.
Hi, everyone. Hey, Jody.
Hey, sweetheart. That was
it's
perfect.
Good to be here.
That was absolutely perfect. So, Michelle, how did we meet? How did we meet?
Wow. Did we meet in the chats? We must have met in the chats at some point.
It must have been. And then we just clicked.
Yeah, and I think your first video, your first haul, I think that's when I met you, and I just have been following you and obsessing over you ever since. Yay!
Same girl, same. Michelle's voice, oh my gosh. I use it at night sometimes. So
Do you fall asleep on my voice? That's like a dream job.
I don't necessarily fall asleep, but I have a very hard time falling asleep. But if I need to calm down from the day, I'll rewatch something I've already watched of yours.
Okay.
You're just very tempered and even, and it's just lovely. So
thank you.
It's what I do sometimes. So
this is my stress relief. So this is really what I find. Yeah, does that for me, because if you worked with me, you wouldn't think that.
So I'm getting the better side of you.
Yeah.
That's great. So
yeah.
Michelle has a lot of knowledge about a lot of things, but one of the things that Michelle and I have in common is our love of quilts and quilting. Mm-hmm. And now, Michelle, do you sew other things too?
Yeah, I'll pretty much try anything. I don't do clothing. I think I draw the line at clothing because there's types of quilting I don't do just because you need a lot of patience and precision, and those P's don't exist in my vocabulary. I'm kind of like, I'm a get her done kind of girl. So
like paper piecing and stuff like that is probably not your jam.
Yeah, I've tried a little bit of it. I did like a 50th wedding anniversary wall hanging for my in-laws. And it was all with satins and brocades and really expensive fabrics. And I just about lost my mind because those things are hard to sew with. But yeah, I'll tackle, I've done a lot of bags. I've done a lot of masks. I've done a lot of, I usually try to sew something for Christmas for my friends. So this past year, they were little, I made little COVID peoples. They were from little scraps of my mask making. Yeah. And so I sewed it all together as a fabric and then stuffed them. So we had, I gave every one of my friends a little COVID.
Friends for them to have.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
sweet. So it was kind of, so that was kind of a fun project. But I usually do something every Christmas for my close friends to, just wish them a Merry Christmas.
Well, I don't doubt that about you. And Picasso Cat, that's a great segue. Picasso Cat said, "I wish I could quilt." And here's the thing.
Yay!
Michelle Michelle, one of the reasons I thought this would be a great topic for her to talk about tonight is that she created a video, which I thought was such a great introduction into various ways to get into quilting, learning about quilting, the various types. And again, she's so easy to watch and listen to. There's no way I could have explained it the way she did. I'm just like, get your sewing machine out and press the buttons and do it. And she can walk you through. So I would love for you guys, one of the things about this show, I hope, is to also get you all to notice one another. And so if you'd like to subscribe to Michelle, that's her YouTube name underneath her beautiful face. So if you want to subscribe, check out her video. Do you just have the one right now about quilting, Michelle?
Yeah, I've just done one as kind of like just trying to give you an introduction to what you should be looking for, and how to spot a vintage quilt, kind of what goes into the fabrication of quilts. So I've only done one. I need to really, I may do one when I go to Canada. I'm gonna like be with my mother for a week and a half, and she's even more of an expert than I am. So I may interview her a couple of times.
Ooh, that would be nice.
Yeah,
that would be very nice. So I would love to see more quilting videos from you. No pressure, but
okay, that's great.
Yeah, and if you ever want a friend to talk about, I mean, I have some things I suppose I could talk about. I've been quilting for a long time, but I don't think I'm as good as you at all. Hello, Helen. I haven't seen you here yet. Hi, Helen. So I'm going to give you the floor, Michelle. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure.
I pull you over so you're big, and hey, Nancy. Oh, good. So Picasso Cat just subbed to you, Michelle. She's going to learn a little bit about So and her name is Cathy, and she is an absolute delight. Actually, Michelle, she's one I wrote to you about last night.
Yes, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Thank you, Cathy. Thank you.
I was like, we were talking about, and I won't get too into it, but underestimated. Was that the word we used? Underappreciated. Yep. Underestimated, underappreciated, something like that. Channels that we love and we want to share with other people. And I said, oh my gosh, Picasso Cat. And Michelle gave me her list and I gave her mine. And so here we are. So, okay, I will give you the floor, Michelle. Let me just, let me do this right. It's in layout. Let's see. Oh, we don't want me. Okay. Michelle, go for it, sweetheart.
Well, thank you, Jody, for having me on your channel, and for everybody in the chat that's talking. This is my first live, so I'm going to ignore the chat. But Jody, you jump in if there's a question that I could ask.
Sure.
Because there's a lot going on behind the scenes. So, but I have been quilting for most of my life. Probably not formally, but informally. My mother always calls me into the room when she needs help with colors or patterns or matches. I've done a fair amount of machine quilting, not a lot of hand quilting or quilting by hand, mostly because that's a real skill and you need a lot of room. So my history with quilting is that I grew up in a quilting family. My grandmother, my mother's mother, quilted, and we have a treasure trove of her quilts within our family. My mother was always quilting. Come fall, this time of year, she always had what's called a top, or the piece together bit of the quilt, and she was always hankering to get it into her quilt frames. And so I have these vivid memories when I was a child of laying underneath the quilt frames and seeing my mother, sewing through the top of the quilt, and I'm underneath playing with whatever I'm playing with.
So she did.
She did.
Oh.
Yeah, my mother is out there. I don't know if she's chatted in the chat yet. She probably won't,
hi,
but she's I think she's watching. But yeah,
what is her first name, honey?
Her first name is Carol.
Carol. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Carol. Yeah. Well, maybe she'll say something.
Yeah. So we always had our living room overtaken with the quilt frames during the winter time, and then we just kind of played around it. And then my mother would kind of fold it up against the wall in the evening time to kind of get our living area back. But I have those great memories. We also I grew up in the country in a small province in Canada. So I also have these great memories of going to the library, and all the ladies would get together and quilt on the top. So you would have a quilt in the middle of the library, and probably 8 ladies around the quilting while all the children were off getting their books. So it's kind of
that's so amazing.
Yeah. So those are kind of the two things I love about quilting that I think just resonate with kind of our modern culture, is that quilting is a very communal thing. Mm-hmm. Women always got together and quilted together, and kind of who helped who, and who had a large quilt frame and who needed this supply or who needed that color. It was very community focused, building a quilt. And, you know, a grandmother would pass it down to her granddaughter, or a mother would make for her daughter, or a daughter would make it for her own hope chest. So there's just these
Yes.
sweet community lines. And then the other thing I really love about quilting is kind of the eco-friendliness of it. Everyone back in the day had a scrap bag, and if your clothes wore out, a sheet wore out, it went into the scrap bag, and then they would reuse fabrics over and over and over again. So a lot of the real vintage quilts that you're finding out in antique stores and flea markets are probably from somebody's scrap bag.
I purchased them for sure.
Yeah. So I love kind of the reuse aspect of it. Nobody wasted fabric back in the day. If there was a corner that could be used, it got clipped and used again. So
yeah. I probably should have said this from the start, but you know, this is about introducing you, not me. But I learned quilting from my mother-in-law, and so I wasn't raised with any sort of craft or art in any kind of way. My parents were very young parents, and you know, they had me in high school and so forth, and that just wasn't their thing. But when I started dating my husband and my mother-in-law knew we were a thing and going to stay a thing, it was sort of mandatory that I learn how to quilt. So she took me to all the different fairs and things like that. And I mean, I think I started at 16, 17 and with her, and I inherited her sewing machines when she passed and so forth. Nobody even thought to give them elsewhere because they knew that was a special bond I had. So it is a very feminine might be the wrong word, but women passing on to women. And I do notice that men are getting more involved in quilting, which I think is lovely. My friend Brad is making quilts left and right. Yeah.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, there's the quilter, and I'll try to remember his name and put it in the chat later. But I think it's like Man Makes Quilts or something. There's a great YouTuber who does quilting, and I'll put him in the channel. He's fantastic. He's really, really good.
Yeah, it's changing. The dynamics of that is changing, but it was definitely historically, you know, it was because men were out doing other things. So this is how the women gathered and talked and created, and I love the history of that. So yeah. Well, I think a lot of the handicrafts, I think everyone's recognizing how wonderful they are, kind of with stress reduction and just creativity. And so you're seeing knitting at the Olympics, and you know, I'm in the NFL. Yeah. At the NFL. Oh, I didn't know that. I don't watch NFL, but I know I'm in a college town, and the amount of young freshmen who are knitting for the first time at Yale is, you know, skyrocketing, just because it's a therapeutic, calming exercise. So it doesn't surprise me that people are seeing kind of the benefits of quilting, because it is a beautiful. You're creating, and you're also, you know, it's just a very rhythmic kind of. And as Tammy says, for me, it was always different than embroidery, which I also did, and some other things, because with quilting, I could see the beauty of what I was creating a heck of a lot faster. There's a faster, because I wasn't hand piecing. So when I'm sewing, like, oh my gosh, you know, within an hour, I have this beautiful thing going. So, it's, there's a quick reward, I guess, is what I'm saying. Yeah, and there's something about putting fabric to fabric and pushing it through the sewing. There's something about that process that's just satisfying. And like you said, you see that result. You know, those seams create bigger and bigger blocks as you go. That's really satisfying. Yeah. Awesome. So what else do you have to share with us, Miss Michelle? So when I say that, like, I'm a quilter and my mother's like a big quilter, I was just going to show you this one fantastic piece that my mother has done, and you can go to my YouTube video and see more. But I do very simple, you know, 9 blocks or 4 blocks, or, you know, so very straight lines, very predictable pattern. My mother has done a lot of log cabins, and this one is called Dresden Plate. Oh, yes. Which, this one's not for slaggards. No.
It's a pretty amazing piece of handiwork. And so piecing these, they almost look like the end of ties to me, but piecing these together and having it fit in this circle is, I've tried it. It's not easy. I think the only one that's probably a little harder is like a wedding ring. I think it's called wedding ring quilt, where you've got circles coming in together.
I still have, so my mother-in-law started a Dresden that she never finished. She started a lot of things. She was always, I mean, I inherited a lot of stuff.
Wow.
And so I still haven't put those together yet. I'm so afraid because she was way up here and my skills are here. But she also did a lot of them out of ties, like you just said. So she would use the silk from ties to do the Dresden.
Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
So creative. Yeah. We used to use, the quilts are very functional. I grew up in the Atlantic provinces in Canada. And so and you'd be the same in Maine. Like, you need a good quilt in winter.
Oh, heck yes.
So my mom once used old jeans and made an entire quilt of old jeans. And it is the most warm, comfortable quilt that I own. And it's before weighted blankets were a thing. You had like a denim quilt. That was your weighted blanket.
I have one for my son's bed. I actually bought it from a crafter because I'm not great with the thickness of jeans, but
sure.
Yeah, but yeah, you're absolutely right. So do you have any others to show us, Michelle?
Yeah, let me see. So I have one.
I'm sure people are dying to see some of these.
Yeah, I have one that is from my husband's side of the family. So my family is all in Canada. My husband's side of the family is from Missouri. So this is kind of a Midwest quilt. And again, it came out of the scrap pile. And you can,
that teal.
Yeah, the teal is great. The contrast of teal and red is just amazing. And the best part about this quilt is the backing fabric. So you've got the front of the quilt, which is kind of your pattern, where someone's working. This here particular one is a 9 patch, or a 9 block, because you've got 9 squares. But on the back, the vintage fabric is just,
oh my goodness! Oh, you've got so many people drooling in the chats right now.
I mean, look at that!
And that's a tie quilt. So you folks that are afraid of the quilting part, Michelle is showing you a tied one, which is exactly how I started.
Yeah.
So and hello to everyone I haven't said hello to yet. I'm not ignoring you. I just don't want to interrupt Miss Michelle.
Yes. Yes, and this one's a pretty seriously tied quilt. I would never tie this many. It's at every intersection of a seam, there's a tie. I'm not sure I would tie quite that much in a quilt, but
I think the rule of thumb is I know is it rule of thumb 4 inches or maybe even bigger, 6?
Yeah, I don't think this is rule of thumb. I think this is a little excessive, but somebody was having fun, because when you tie, the whole thing comes on your lap and you can watch TV and tie, and you're just shooting your needle through the quilt. It's kind of a lot of fun. So somebody was having an awesome time, and I love what it does to the back, right? It just keeps this really crazy pattern with the red on the back. So
and Lynn brings me to another sort of segue. You don't need to follow a pattern, my beauties. I have created so many of just my own patterns. As long as you understand the geometry of squares, you're good to go. Unless Michelle has something to add to that. That's basically what you do, right?
Yeah. So yes, exactly. You can start with strips. So what's new in the quilting world is they're pre-cut strips. And Missouri Star Quilt Company out of Missouri is kind of known for their pre-cuts. And so you can start with strips. You can start with little, 6-inch squares. They go right up to like a 10-inch square, and they're all cut for you. So all you have to do is sew them together, which is a great way to start with quilting. The other person that I would recommend to you, besides Missouri Star Quilt Company, because they have some amazing YouTube videos, is Darlene Michaud. And I believe she's in Maine, Jody. I think she's a Mainer.
It's funny, as soon as you said Michaud, I was like, probably from Maine.
Yeah.
That's a big name here.
Darlene does a lot of penny auctions on eBay for her products, and she cuts and puts together packages for you. And she also teaches you, it's kind of, if you know the vintage crazy quilt, it's that same concept, but she calls them crumb quilts, and they're incredible. You're literally making a fabric with which you could quilt with. It's pretty.
I would love for you to put whatever info when you're off camera.
I will.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, because there's some great YouTubers that are doing some great things with quilting. And if you're looking for simple, starting Missouri Star Quilt Company, you can't go wrong with them. They're really fantastic.
And Debbie is hearing your comment, because she said that she got their start with MSQ. So their products too.
Yeah, so. And if you were to find, say, a vintage top, so the piece together part of the quilt that didn't have a backing, you can send them to Missouri Star, and they will find a backing, they will bind it, they will quilt it. So it's a pretty big company, and nice. They do a lot of amazing things. So I would highly recommend it.
Here, they're fewer and farther between now, but those people who use those giant machines to quilt your quilt top.
Yeah, the long arm.
Locally, and she's very inexpensive. So what I tell people, and so maybe this is some good news for the rest of you who want to try it, but the whole idea of sandwiching the quilt together, top, middle, back, is, daunting. I totally get that. And you do need space for that, as Michelle has said.
You do.
So I call myself more of a sewer, because I like to put the quilt top together and then I take it somewhere and pay them to do the rest. So,
yes.
Which would make me more of a sewer and less of a quilter, though I do know how to quilt. So, but yeah, you can always start that way for those who want to make something,
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Because I find the most satisfying part is piecing, which is making the top. It's, my mother would probably say, actually the process of quilting is her favorite, but I need to slow down a little more. That's a project for slow down.
I know some of us just don't do well with the slower projects. We just, I don't know. Yeah. We have to embrace it, Michelle. We are who we are, but there's room to learn. There's room to learn.
Yes,
so, Michelle, oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, honey.
I was going to say, I was just talking to my counselor, and that was exactly what we were talking about.
The room to learn?
No, the slow down. So, you're traveling at breakneck speed. Yes, please slow down.
Well, then I will encourage that for you. Whatever it is you need is what I will encourage you.
Yeah.
So, do you have any others, honey, that you wanted to share?
Yeah. Let me. I will show you one from my childhood.
Sure, people would like to know some of these names too. Oh, she's showing one from her childhood. Okay.
Yeah, let me show you one from my childhood, which is again vintage fabric. So in birth order in my family, I'm the youngest. I'm the baby, so I'm the one who got all of the cast off. So I'll just give you that caveat when I show you my baby quilt, because I have two older siblings, two brothers, and so this is my baby quilt from back in the day. So.
Oh, is the front or back we're looking at?
This is the front.
Okay.
Again, it's been through a lot, so the condition on this one is less than ideal. But I don't know if you can see the ducts there.
I'm trying. Yeah, it's a little. I mean, I see the yellow. I do.
Yeah.
Now I'm seeing a little better. Yep.
Okay.
And my mother-in-law would be very proud of you, Michelle, and of your mom and her family, because she said quilts are meant to be used and abused.
Yes.
They're meant to, because the person making them for you wants you to feel their love and to use it and not to just put it away somewhere. So nicely done.
And here's the 1970s backing fabric.
It's like, is it kitchen-y? Is it like kitchen?
Yeah, so you can tell what era I was born in. Yes, this one's been loved. My mother has re-binded the quilt because the binding just fell apart after so many washes, and it just the stuffing, the batting inside is gone. And it's well loved. There's actually rust stains on it from when I took it to summer camp and put it on my bed, and in camp, and the rest from the bunk beds got on it. So I
love
agree with you.
summer camp. That's so
Yeah.
sweet.
It tells a million stories. So
Yeah, it does. And just the fact that you brought it there, that's so lovely.
yeah.
So what else you got, girl?
Oh, so
And
I
if you
think
don't
that's
have any more, like I want to see.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
then we'll do our game that
Yeah,
no one knows about yet.
I just brought 3 tonight.
Okay.
And yeah, so I have some more in my video, but please go look it up if you're interested in quilting and want to hear more.
And if anyone has any questions for Michelle, please put them in the chat now, and I will definitely ask her. We have a game that we want to play together. This is a game this is a work in progress, right, Michelle?
Yeah.
I think I've got it down, but I'm sure there are going to be some little snags in this fun game we're going to try to incorporate into this show on a weekly basis. So I'm just checking here for some questions. What does your YouTube name mean?
Thanks for
I've
asking.
never asked that, actually.
Yeah, it's a great. So when I was growing up, in my middle and high school years, I'm growing up in Canada, and I'm fascinated by the struggle for freedom that's happening in the United States during the time of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. I also live in Maine, Connecticut, and so in our town we have a statue that is dedicated to the people that were on the Amistad, and so emancipation, that call for freedom, kind of reverberated through all of kind of my reading and research when I was in middle school and high school, and just the struggle for equality. And so that's where the name came from, is emancipation. And it's 300 because somebody took emancipation. So I think I just took a number out of my head.
So you grabbed a number.
I said.
Somebody took emancipation and Michelle?
No, I don't think I was smart enough to know that back in the time. I mean, I've had this Google account for probably 20 years. So I don't think
I'm like, that would be really something. Yeah, it's funny because I assumed about the emancipation, knowing what I know about you, but the 300 is what threw me off. I'm like, is there a date that I don't know about or something big? And so that's funny. It's
fully random. A 20-year-old. Yeah.
Oh, Nikki's saying it's a nice round number, so you chose well.
Yes.
And Sue likes that story very much. So I suspect Sue might have thought the same thing. Like emancipation, that's the word for freedom. And there's all sorts of stories about emancipation and in lots of different countries and lots of different ways. So so I fully appreciate that about you. You know this. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to look to see if there are any more questions for you. I see that a lot of people have gone to your channel, Michelle, to subscribe. And
thank you, everyone.
Isn't it darling? These people are so lovely. So, and then learn a little. I love her video, though Michelle has talked about quilting tonight. Her video is more comprehensive, I feel, and it doesn't have me interrupting all the time. So that'll be lovely. And so please do check out that video. So we're going to start this game, and Michelle is my guinea pig. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm going to, let me move us both together. Oh, nope, that's kind of, I'm not sad about that one, but I kind of like when we are like really side by side. There we go. Okay, so I have a sign for this.
Oh.
Mystery item 20 questions game. I need bells and whistles or something. It's a very low budget creation here.
You need a horn. We need to get you a horn.
Okay, so I'm going to do my best to explain this. And I know that my dear sweet Michelle, who's much better with words, oh, hey, Delbert, is going to, I know she'll help me. I know she will. So what we're going to do is Michelle and other guests from here on out, including Claudia tonight, which her whole family's watching right now. I love it. We're going to have, so guests will bring, if they choose to, a mystery item that they are going to auction off. So that way you guys still get to buy something, because I know some of you absolutely love that, and I know you guys love a mystery. I've watched you all go nuts for mysteries, and I think it's wonderful. So what we're going to do is Michelle is never going to show this item. Okay, Michelle, is it even anywhere near you right now?
It is, but it's off camera. You won't be able to see it.
Just so you can look and see if you're answering the questions right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't trust my memory.
So typically what happens is the guest will choose an item that has to do with the topic that they have just discussed. However, I've seen the item, so I'm not going to be part of the game, but I'm going to help ask the questions. I want the item. I'm not going to lie. It's wonderful. And it is, I'll give you a little hint. It's something I collect, but I collect a lot of things. So if I said another name, it's something also so-and-so collects, everybody would know what it was. So I won't do that. Okay. But I will say they're here tonight. So try to win it. Okay. So what we're going to do is you guys are going to ask 20 questions. Well, I'm going to ask Michelle 20 questions about that item that you ask in the chats. While you're asking, you're learning what the item is and maybe you want it. And then I think what we'll do is at the very end, Michelle, we'll start the bidding. I was going to have it go throughout, but then I thought that would be a little much. Sure. So we're working this through. So, so basically you're bidding on something that you are not going to see tonight, but you're bidding on a mystery, but you know something about it. And so you kind of want to see if you're right. And then what we're going to do is I've asked the folks who are participating in this to take a picture of, yes, Nikki, it's the dating game wrapped in a mystery box. So what I've asked.
This is better than a date, I think.
Yeah, I don't have to get dressed for this. Okay. So I have asked folks who are going to participate in this to take a picture of the item so that after the person who does win the bid receives it, they can then post on their social media what it was, so you guys don't feel let down, like you never can figure out, you never know the outcome. We want closure. So, John, depends on how the date ends, and that's Nikki's husband. So he's getting fresh up there. He is getting fresh. So anyway, please ask me any questions about how this works. So throughout, this is a first. This is a YouTube first, as I am aware. I have no idea. So I have not copied this or found this somewhere. I wish I did, because then maybe I'd know how to better play this thing. But this was something I kind of came up with and am working on. Okay, so I'm going to say, having had seen this item doesn't necessarily have anything to do very specifically with quilting.
Yeah,
it is.
Right.
It was created. It was created, and I see why Michelle, it's different kinds of piecing. Is that fair, Michelle?
Wow. Well, you should ask 20 questions or have the audience answer this, because you're giving away a lot here.
I'm giving them a ballpark area from which to start.
Okay. All right.
So
you're getting close.
Okay. So now start your questions about what, and they have to be, am I correct in this, Michelle? It has to be something I can answer yes or no to, or you can answer yes or no.
Yes.
So the first question is from Tam Tam, and she says, is it fabric related?
No.
No. Delbert wants to know if it is made of wood.
Partially.
That's a good. So Nikki, doesn't have to do with fabric, we've discovered. I won't count that as one. Is it a puzzle?
No.
But that took a second.
Yeah.
Is it breakable?
Well, everything is breakable if you put it through UPS, is it not?
Or USPS.
Yeah. USPS. I'm sorry, USPS. No, I'm not going to say it's breakable.
Yeah, it's pretty sturdy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is it Nina's knitting needles?
It is. Is it knitting needles?
Yeah, I think that's what.
Okay. No.
Right.
It is not knitting needles.
And I'm counting. So, okay, guys, I need to know. Oh, is it made of glass? Kim wants to know.
No.
Is it a trivet?
No. Not even close.
Cat. Is it in a frame?
Oh, yes, it is.
It is in a frame. Let's see.
Good guessing, everybody.
Yeah, cat, that was a good one. It is in a frame. I'm waiting for the next one, Michelle.
Okay.
Come on, my sweeties. You can ask more than one question. Is it a pattern? John wants to know.
Oh, help me out with this one, Jody.
I know.
It is sort of, but probably not in the way you're thinking of it.
That's a fair response. Is it hand painted, Tam Tam?
Oh, ding, ding, ding.
Yes, it is hand painted and in a frame. Is it an old photo of people, or we'll just say just people? Because I don't think she saw the hand painted part. So
no.
Okay.
No.
Okay. You guys are good.
Yeah, you guys are close. You're like so warm.
And even if they get it, they're still not going to know what it's of.
Yeah.
They're not going to see it. Annie Christie. First
well done.
I'll ask the question before it. Is it vintage?
Yes.
Okay, here's Annie Christie's. Is it a paint by number?
Yay! You did it!
She got it in 13 questions.
Woo! She's on fire.
Annie Christie. And then Mary Jo asked the same question. So Mary Jo got it too. Helen did too. I think the lag. Annie Christie was the first, and then everybody's like, wait a minute, I think this is So, okay. So yeah, it's a paint by number. So now we're going to start the bidding on it. You cannot see it because that's the whole idea of this fun 20 questions game, is that you don't get to see it. Michelle, what would you like to start the bidding at?
Oh, we can start the bidding at
$1.
Okay. Yeah, $1. $1 is fine.
Did you say 10?
I said 5, but $1 is fine. We can do $1. Yeah.
We'll start at $1. So what's going to happen is we'll start the bidding, and then I'll do a countdown. So you can start now if you are interested. The bid starts at $1. Tam Tam's got 5 in already, and I'll put those up. And what we'll do is Delbert's at 6. And what we'll do is, Michelle, when you come off of the live, just put in your email for the winner to get you their info. Okay, we've got a lot of bids coming in. Our first 10 is from Martha. And then John put in a 10. But Martha's was the first. I'll give the lag a little bit of time. Okay, Tam Tam's coming in at 11. I can't stop calling her Tam Tam now that I've heard something. Oh, there's Michelle's email. So if you do win, John went in at 12. Tammy's back at 14. I'll give it a little bit of time, and then I'll start a countdown. We're not going to do a just in case because that's something a lot of my guests don't really know much about. So whatever bid is the highest before bid end. And if I could ask who would like to put in the bid end for us, and it can't be Michelle because she's part of this. So whoever else would like, you can't be, well, this is tricky. I'm going to put in the bid end because everyone's bidding, so they can't put in the bid end. Okay.
Someone's asking, can we get a size?
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair. I would say 8 by 10, 8.5 by 10, kind of your standard.
Yeah.
It's not a massive one. So
oh,
yeah,
Claudia, thank you. Claudia, if you want to put in a bid end, that would be great, honey, because I don't see you bidding. And thank you, Lynn. Maybe, Lynn, you could do it for Claudia when Claudia's on, because Claudia's going to do the same thing. So, okay, so John's at 15. It's an 8x10. And then I'm going to count down, I think, because we've slowed down a little bit in the bidding.
Proud American.
I love that. I love that, Delbert.
That's a good tip. That's a good tip. Pro tip right there.
Yeah. Okay, so we're at 15. I'm going to start the countdown. So be ready for me, my Claudia lady. So 10, 9. Oh, and where are you shipping from, Michelle? I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, those are great questions.
That's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm shipping from the Nutmeg State in Connecticut.
That's right. You did say Connecticut. I knew that, but yes. Okay, so Connecticut. So if you're on the East Coast, super cheap. Yeah. But really, it's not heavy, as you guys well know. So
yeah,
you can.
And it is not. There's no glass over it, so it's light.
Right.
It is fairly light.
Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, please, Claudia. It's so hot here that I can't. I'm beating up.
I'm in need of a dab as well. So.
I don't see yours. Mine was at the very beginning.
I know right where it is.
Look at this. We got a sniper bid at the end. I love it. Well, it's not a sniper bid. It's a bid. I guess I don't like the use of sniper words, but yeah. So Tammy came in at 16 right at the end. Yay! And Claudia put in our bid end. So Tammy, obviously, I think you guys know each other. I feel like. Yeah.
We go way back.
Yeah. So congratulations, Tammy. That was fun.
Congratulations.
And I've seen it, and I think you're really gonna like it. So, and then Michelle will post it on her social media. I think Sonny Christie dabbing has a few definitions. There's one. Yeah. So yeah, and if when Tammy receives it, wants to post pictures of it, and just a fun, like everyone can see. I really want everything we do here to kind of be collective and enjoy, just sharing. So
yeah, we need a hashtag. Somebody needs to come up with a hashtag.
Ooh, thank you. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, a hashtag about like with the 20 questions game.
Yeah. Yes. Or like the mystery prize or
Mm-hmm. Like mystery 20 Qs or hashtag mystery 20 Qs or something like that. You guys are way better at that. So
let us know. Let us know in the comments because we need a hashtag. Great. Yeah.
Good. Very, very good. Yeah, and then you can go see all of them. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Michelle, thank you so very much for being
here.
I'd talk to you all night, but I have decided this show has to be 2 hours. And that is a really hard decision if you've watched anything I've ever done. So,
You got it. You got it.
I want a nice intro and a good feel for what your topic is, and then people can go and see more about, Proud Americans got hashtag blind date buying.
That's not a bad hashtag.
It's not bad. Not bad. Mm-mm. Did you finally get to see his face in the poetry? Wasn't that great?
I did.
And Martha won. Martha won the vase. Vintage Conversation.
Oh, Martha, that vase was amazing. That was a beautiful vase. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yes. And Sue, I did not know there was a magic 8-ball 20 questions thingy. I am on it, Sue. I am on it. So thank you. Your channel should be a part of the number. Well, or the hashtag. Well, then it would be hard for all of us to find. Oh, you mean unless you mean my channel, which I don't need that. I just want you all to find each other's goodies. So, Martha was so happy. Yeah. So, okay, Michelle, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, everybody.
I love you to the core of my soul.
I love you too.
And we will have you on again for another thing, or you could be a judge in a contest, or
love to.
Lots of different opportunities to come and say hi. So, All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
I
Thank
hate to
you.
press this button where I take people off. It
Kick
feels
me
so
out. Kick me
so
out.
wrong. Hi, Sherry. All right, my sweet girl. I'll see you
Good
in the
night,
chats, okay?
everyone. Thank you.
Well, it's going to take me a moment. Oh, gracious. Okay, Michelle, I'll see you in the chats, love. Okay, we're back. So thank you guys all for being so good to Miss Michelle. She is just love and light, and I'm so glad she was here. So on our pilot episode. So now I have to keep things moving, I have a segment I call Postcards from the Past, where I'm going to read to you some postcards from the 1910s to 12s. And I choose what I think are funny ones for one reason or another. And so, yeah, let's read them together. And let me know about the pace of the show. So, yes, I have my Madame Pearls on. We're at an hour right now, and I'm trying to keep it to 2 hours. So I'm trying to pace out in a certain way, and I don't want you guys to feel rushed in any way or it to be too slow. So I'm open for all of your thoughts. And thank you, Tammy. The signs were part of my idea until so I bought one of those box light up sign things, but I can't change them out fast enough. Oh, John, I should have you come on here and be like, postcards from the past, something like that. Maybe you should pre-record something, John. So, oh, Kat, I'm so glad. I just want community. So, hi, Gina, and thank you, Amy. Okay, so here are my postcards. I do need an intern, Michelle. You think my boy? I don't know. Okay. I don't even know where I'm going to begin with these postcards. One of them makes me die laughing. Okay. Here's the postcard. Oops, sorry, my beauties. Greetings with birds on it. I will say that I'm going to read these and then they'll be available for sale right after. And I will just give a number and you guys can purchase them. So I know that we aren't really a selling show, but I also know that you guys like to grab your vintage goodies. So we're going to put a little bit of that in here. So this is from I don't even know because it's hard to read. Oops, the stamping. But it's a 1 center, so it's probably from it looks like 1908. So it says, this was to Miss Jane E. Wright of Pennsylvania. I didn't expect to leave this wonderful town until Tuesday, but things have changed, and I will start Friday afternoon or night. School was to close Monday, but the students petitioned the faculty to have it close on Friday. They granted the petition, and now everything is that. I think they didn't mean to say that. And now everything is astir. Everything is astir. Getting ready to depart. I don't know where Emma is going to start, but expect any Saturday. EGW. I chose this one because I loved the idea that students at the college were petitioning to leave early, and the faculty was like, fine, let's all get out of here. So I don't know that would happen today. So I thought this was interesting. Probably not the most funny, but just interesting. So that is postcard number 1. Postcard number 2. I will take this out because of the glare. This is 1910. It's a 1 center. It was sent to Mrs. Izzy Brown. Received your letter yesterday. Papa hasn't come home yet. He thought he would maybe stay another week. Wishing you a happy birthday, Ethel. So I have questions. Where's Papa? And why doesn't he want to come home? Received your letter yesterday. Papa hasn't come home yet. He thought he maybe stay another week. Who'd Papa meet? What's Papa up to? So I mean, I read a little bit into that one, but, you know. Yeah, I love reading these. I love reading these. And Tammy, the one I was telling you and Martha and Christina about, I'm going to read tonight. Okay. Oh, this one. So this one, look at the swan. These are all in great condition. Yeah, Papa's got a brand new bag. Papa has a side shake. Papa, where are you? I hope it's not a sad story, but you know, these people are probably no longer with us, and I'm sure I hope they had good lives. Okay, so birthday greetings. This one, like a kid wrote this, and I have no idea what they're trying to say. This is literally what it says. Well, Hazel, period. I couldn't get, period. No barrette for this set, period. From, I can't even read her name, or his name, I don't know. Well, Hazel, it's like a haiku. Well, Hazel, period. I couldn't get, period. No barrette for this set, period. It's poetry. It's total poetry. 1910, I say not. I know, the swan, right? Okay, I'm saving the one that I think is so hilarious for the very last one. Okay. Yes, a poet in the making. This one's a long one. And guys, reading these is not easy. I want to tell you. This is a service I am giving to you all. 1919 in New York. Okay. Here we go. Dear Royal and Addie, I am going to send another package today or tomorrow. I made another S&D for Willie. The new articles are from Annie. I am feeling good today and yesterday. C, like I think that's the initial. C is complaining of a pain in the appendix and he has a cold. Annie, about as usual, don't have much work in this shop. Awfully dull. Will has gone back to Arthur's to work. Arthur's have moved to the farm, so he has it good. A lot better than with a tenant. Johnny is pretty sick. W says, all had the flu lately. Lots of pneumonia here. Sent a letter to Eliza yesterday. How are you? All love from Mother. And you knew this was a mom. Oh, savings and deposit, LJ. Possibly so. Possibly so. So basically, Mother is like, hey guys, here's everybody's life gone to hell, with the exception of one of your brothers who's got better work, you know. And yeah, this is like the family gossip, just letting you know how everybody, first pandemic letter, 1919. That was the pandemic, wasn't it, guys? Was that 1919? Who said that? Nikki. Wasn't it though? Yeah, he has pain. Gina, the pain in the appendix thing kind of threw me off because you don't really know if it's your appendix. So Spanish flu. Yeah, everybody was sick in this. Everybody. But guys, should you purchase this, I'm pretty sure there's no Spanish flu left on here. So yeah, that was the family pandemic newsletter. Written very, like, she wasted no space. This is definitely a mama letter. Yeah. And I showed you the front pretty good. Which guides the sparrow on its upward way will comfort you and me and all whenever we faint or falter, stumble or fall. Yeah, no, you're right, LJ. So I wonder how they all fared. Like, these postcards ask more questions than they answer. Am I right? I want to know how these people fared. But you could look them up. So Fatbird Finds had this thing on their channel where one of the two of them or both bought all of these um, cards, a collection of cards, and they were trying to figure out who belonged to who in how do I explain it? I'm doing terrible at explaining this. Go to their channel and you can watch it. But we were all trying to figure out the family tree of these cards because they were all given to the same woman by her family. And it was so funny because at one point I gave up and I just Googled them all and I found the people who were still alive, the people who were on Facebook. It was so much fun. So anyway, I don't think that one was in a sleeve. Okay, here we go. Next one. I think there are 9 of them total. So this one's got sweet little birdies and it says hearty congratulations. And this one is written in pencil. Most of them were written in pencil because I don't even know when the pen was invented. Hi, Erin. It says, okay. I just got back from the store. First time I have been down for a month. My finger is hurting pretty bad. I was out in the wind. Oh, yes. How is Paul? Right soon. I gotta read that one again. I just got back from the store. First time I have been down for a month. My finger is hurting pretty bad. I was out in the wind. Oh, yes. How is Paul? Right soon. This was sent to Miss Pearl Disney. Their fingers hurting real bad. They're out in the wind. Just got back from the store. These give me so much life. If you guys knew what a dork I am, see this twin size bed here that I use for when my son's friends sleep over? I lay on that bed and just read postcards. Like my Friday night is whiskey and postcards. Well, and then my girls on Tammy's channel. The wind is hard on fingers, Gina. The wind is hard. Oh, okay. We've got 4 more. Stay with me, friends. Stay with me. And then we're going to meet Miss Claudia. I love this one so much. Maybe I should have saved... yeah, that's your guest bet, Auntie Christy. Maybe I should have saved this one for last. Okay, because this one's good. Dear sister, Pa says you would like to have me come and cook your supper. Oh, excuse me. Let me do this faster. These are hard to read. Dear sister, Pa says you would like to have me come and cook your supper this week. I'm sorry, but I just cannot do that this week. Okay. Dear sister, Pa says you would like to have me come and cook your supper this week. I'm sorry, but I just can't do that this week. Yes, everybody can come and sleep. Yeah, see, you will starve, sister. Cook your own food, sister. You know this is the little sister who didn't get married. God bless her. And her pop is like, go feed your older sister. Pa is wrong, John. Oh, thank you, baby. What is it? Oh, my husband's bringing me coffee. Thank you, sweetie. I love you. Okay. Yeah, Pa is wrong. Yeah, but see, Gina, that's the thing. So this is what I'm trying to figure out about postcards. It's not postmarked. So I feel like sometimes like these were stuffed in doorways or your mailbox or like in an envelope. Help me with this. Because some of these very clearly went to somebody and they weren't postmarked, which leads me to another one. Okay, moving on. Oh no, I didn't include that one in this bunch. That's for next time. Okay. 3 more. And then we're going to have Miss Claudia. So best wishes. These are beautiful. These are beautiful, but it's the back that makes it for me. Okay. Oh, this one's really hard. Okay, the first line's a little tricky. It looks like it says, I do not know when I will go away. Hi. Oh yeah, my puppy keeps coming in here. Not the puppy, the old man at 3 years old. But yeah, hi, I do not know when I will go away. My cold has about got the better of me. Still, I have been at church 2 nights. She's been to church 2 nights with her cold or the Spanish flu, whatever. They have 12 they had 12 converts the last night. I was up, but I do not know how many more since I was up. How are you by this time? Better, I hope. Yours soon, Blanche. So I liked this one because Blanche is counting converts to Jesus. Blanche is counting them. Okay. Blanche is counting and reporting on how many people have been converted. Yeah. And I just thought that was a hoot. She's just reporting to her friend, Miss Anna Smith in Pennsylvania, that even though she's sick, she still goes to seek out how many converts there are. Okay, 2 left. Loving thoughts. Oh yeah, could have been a revival, like a weekend revival, like a week revival, and she made it to 2 nights. This is 1914. 1 cent. Dear Mother. No, this one's good. Okay. Yeah, converts, Gina. Okay. Dear Mother, I have been waiting for a letter from you, but I guess you have forgotten about me. You, oh shoot, I forget, you have forgotten me. I don't know what that word is. It's like Tarley, but I'm going to skip it. I am send you this card to tell you Mrs. Sampson is in the hospital down there. She want me to let you know. Go out and see her Sunday. Mrs. Spector, I think, is there too. Mrs. Spector had 9 gallstones. Now write soon, you better. Oh, snap is right. Huh, baby? Yeah, my son just said, that's not hostile at all. Yeah. So listen, Mom. Clearly I'm not your favorite kid, is basically what this says. You never write to me. And you know what? 2 of your friends are in the hospital. You don't even know because you're not paying attention. And you know what? One of them's got 9 gallstones. So you better go see them. Okay? Your least favorite child. She doesn't even sign her name because she knows her mom knows who she is. And her mom's name's right on here, so we could find her. Not passive aggressive, just aggressive. Daughter, who? Yeah, she doesn't even sign her name because she's like, you know, I'm the one you don't even want. Yeah, she mad. But look, yeah, as Auntie Christie pointed out, loving thoughts. You guys, you have no idea how much fun this is to read these. Okay, last one. Then we're going to meet my sweet, sweet friend. Okay, Claudia. This one I read to my son like 3 times because I loved it so much. Okay, all good wishes for a truly bright and happy birthday. Bad mama. Throw mama from the train. Okay. So, this one, dear cousin, I don't know whether Ella allows you to get cards from other women or not, but just the same, I am sending you my best wishes for many more bright and happy birthdays. Your cousin, Mrs. F.L. something or other. Let me repeat. Dear cousin, I don't know whether Ella allows you to get cards from other women or not, but just the same, I am sending you my best wishes for many more bright and happy birthdays. Your cousin, Mrs. F.L. something or other. So yeah, I don't think she and Ella are that close. Yeah. Kissing cousins, maybe. You're right. She knows Ella's going to see this. She knows Ella is going to read it first. Like, is that aggressive or passive aggressive? Hey, Deanne. You missed some great card reading, my sweet love, so you're going to have to go back because I think you'll appreciate. Okay, my beauties. So I'm going to, all of these cards, Ella, that's right, Ella, chill out. You don't even live in the same state, Ella. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? So, Deanne, we were reading the backs of these cards, which are funny, funny, funny. Some of them more funny than others. Some of them just interesting. This loving thoughts, though, that one might take the cake. So, Ella didn't rip. Trisha, amazing point. Ella did not rip it up. It was saved. Maybe Ella is not a jerk. Maybe the other lady is a jerk. Oh my gosh, your old mailman read all your postcards. I think of that when I read these. I'm like, they've been read a few times. Oh yeah. Okay, so I had a little, there we go. So if anybody wants this lot of 9 vintage early 1900s postcards that will make you laugh, and they're in excellent condition, I'm going to sell them. It's not going to be an auction because I want to get to my guests. So I'm just going to do them one money, very inexpensively, because I know, this is for funsies. So the postcard lot, be ready if you want it, is $20 for 9 of them. You can read them to your heart's delight or put them in your scrapbook or whatever you want to do. Michelle, I would too. I'm not going to lie. So I love the point Trisha made. So if you want these postcards, you need to type in, the first person who types in the letter P for postcard will get that lot of 9 of them. And I'll just wait a second to see if anyone has questions or if anybody wants them. And then I'm going to introduce you to Claudia. And I think we're doing pretty good on time, my friends. I think we're doing pretty good. All right. And if we're passing on them, that's totally fine. I just don't know what kind of a lag we have right now. So I'll give it a couple more seconds. Or you can tell me what your favorite one was in there. All for one monies, says Tammy. Yeah, tell me what your favorite ones. It was okay until he was reading them. Oh, Nikki. That's a little different, Nikki. That's a little different. And don't put anything scandalous in your postcards, guys. Then it'll go on social media. They didn't have social media then for them to spread all of that. Okay, so I'm going to pass on these right now. Unless anybody wants them in the future, you let me know. I'm going to keep them aside because I don't want to keep reading the same ones. I have all these little piles of postcards to read to you guys. So, and it's funny because when I am buying them, I find myself more interested in what's on the back now than what's on the front. So, okay, so that concludes that segment. Okay. Thank you, Martha. That's not as bad as I would have thought. Okay. Oops. Where's my card for this? Okay, honey. Okay, Fiona. Okay. So I hope she's ready. Our next segment is special guest Claudia. And Claudia is going to be talking to us about one of her collections. And Claudia is also going to play the mystery, what is it? The dating game? Like the dating buying game? So if you're new here, we'll explain it again briefly. But we're going to play 20 questions with one of Claudia's items. But wait till you see what Claudia has. So I'm going to bring Claudia in. Here we go. Oh, she looks ready. Hello, Miss Claudia.
Oh,
look
hi.
at you. You look amazing. Can you hear me?
I had to use the ring light. It got dark out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm still working. We're at an hour 20 in a 2-hour thing. I'm thinking we're okay, but then I was thinking of you like, she's got some light dimming in her area. So Yeah, everybody, this is Miss Claudia Cathy. And her YouTube channel is right below her. Look at her brooches. You want to tell us about those brooches?
These, if everybody would stop hoarding these are the only two that I have.
What you should say, Claudia, right now is, Tammy, are you listening? Tammy, are you listening?
Hey, I snagged the one last night on Katie and Patrick's sale. So I've got one coming to me in the mail next week. I'm excited about it.
It's the flower ones that everybody's hoarding? Is that what's happening? Yeah,
yes.
Nikki just said it's Tammy's fault. Yeah.
Yep. It is Tammy's fault.
Oh, her collection.
She has a large collection.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Mom, says Meg. Is Meg your baby?
Yep. That's my baby girl.
Hello, sweet baby girl.
She was coaching me earlier on the phone to help me set up all the electronics, and she's not living here anymore. I don't know how to do electronic things.
What a good girl. And look at you. So behind you've got this lovely cat bouncing around, and then you've got this uranium glass. Honey.
I have a large
do a whole show on that.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. I have a large collection.
Yeah, and you have a large collection of several things. Am I right?
I do. And what's funny is I had massive changes last year. I became an empty nester. My oldest is 23. Yeah. He was already living on his own, but my youngest son and my daughter both moved out. So for the first time in 23 years, I'm living by myself. And then COVID forced my business closed. Temporarily, and when I reopened, I couldn't stay open anymore. So my business of the last 10 years was closed permanently. I'm working from home now, and I moved, and I got 2 cats. You'll see them walking back and forth behind me. Somebody dumped them into the neighborhood. There were 3 altogether. My daughter, when she moved out, took one, and I got the other 2.
Well, speaking of animals, you're going to hear mine.
I hear yours.
So one of my boys, my husband or son, decides like, oh yeah, Mom's doing something. We should probably stop the dogs from barking. So yes, Claudia has a great family because they're all here. I think probably a third of the people who are here right now are here to applaud Claudia's first live. Is it your first live?
Yes, my first live. I have a big family. Very big family.
Wonderful.
And my nieces, since my daughter moved away, she lives about an hour away. So my nieces have stepped in and done all the thrifting and antiquing with me. They joke that it takes 3 of them to make up one of my daughter.
God bless them. They're not necessarily wrong.
They're just not her.
I know. There's something about your babies.
Yes.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
And nieces and nephews are so wonderful. Grandkids are wonderful. But oh my goodness gracious. Yeah. I'm obsessed with my son. I can easily say that. So yeah, thank you, Cathy, for subbing to Claudia. So again, one of the things that we want to do is I'm going to fall in love with your daughter if she keeps complimenting you in these ways. Oh, my gracious.
What'd she say?
One of a kind right here.
I think she's talking about herself. That's my daughter.
I'm pretty sure your mom's one of a kind, though, too. So, yeah, that's funny. So Claudia, how did we meet? I think we met because of...
I think it was one of your sales that we first. I think it was one of your sales.
And we did some deep talking too, though. Like we learned about each other quick. I feel like, and we knew we were kindred spirits in many ways. So, hi, Golden Briar. Hold on one second, Claudia. I'm gonna shut the door, sweetheart. Maybe you can say hi to each one of your family members. Well, no, my son is gonna help.
Well, the other new thing that I did this year was start a YouTube channel. Because who thought at the age of 48 I would be starting a YouTube channel? But when you've got all of these wonderful, beautiful things, you just want to share them with somebody. And, COVID doesn't let us share with a lot.
you were talking about your empty nest, and it's a nice way to feel like you're part of a community too, that you don't have to put your pants on for, you know? And so I like that part of it too. And obviously, you know, COVID has helped to facilitate new ways of talking and enjoying one another.
I wish I had discovered all of you guys last year.
Same. I was late to the party too, Claudia. And Claudia, you and I are the same exact age. And so to think that like you have an empty nest already, like I am not looking forward to it at all. So
I'm actually quite enjoying it.
Good.
I'm really enjoying it.
That gives me hope. That gives me hope.
But then I also talk to my daughter every single day.
That would be me. I would be, well, my son doesn't want to leave. I mean, not that your daughter wanted to leave or whatever, that I'm not suggesting that, but my son's like, my son said one day, he said, my sister, and he used this word, so I'll use it, even though I don't like it, but he was like, my sister was stupid. He goes, she thought that by, how did he say it? She thought that growing up and moving out meant freedom. He's like, I get my freedom right here at home. So he's like, I'm not going anywhere. These people do everything for me. Yeah. So, Michelle, don't you lie to everybody. She wants everybody to think she had pants on. I don't know what she's doing. I am still learning how to wear these, Claudia. Okay. So, yeah, Amy, I very rarely wear pants. So my people know this. Okay. So Miss Claudia, you have every kind of collection, but we talked about all the different types of collections that you have. And we decided together that your kitchen, retro kitchen, 1950s kitchenware was something that you would like to show. And I thought I haven't really seen a video on that in a while. And maybe that's just the crowds I run in, but I would love to see it. And so I think everyone else would too. And I'd like to give you the floor like I did with Michelle and kind of move myself over and just ask.
And Michelle did such a good job.
Yes, she did. Michelle, yes. I invite only the best, Miss Claudia. I invite only the best. I invite or am inviting people I look up to, you know, and that I just really I want to learn more. So I'm sure others do too. So yeah, Amy, here comes some vintage kitchen stuff. So yeah, so I'm gonna move over, but I will ask, because I don't know if you're gonna see the chats, love. So I will ask.
Yeah, I'm not gonna see the chats.
Okay,
that's too many things for my brain to figure out at the same time.
Perfect. I mean, that's what I'm here for. So I will ask you, yes, Auntie Christy, I'm trying to be the curator of all these wonderful people that I want to be surrounded by. So I'm sure you guys do too. So I will move, Claudia, I will move you over, my love, once all these buttons. Okay. And then you have the floor, my love. Yeah,
you guys can't see it, but I have a cat up here staring at me and a cat down here staring at me, because this is out of their normal routine and they do not like it. So I chose a color palette, and so some of my stuff is not 1950s, but I'll show you the color palette. So the mint green, the blue, and the pink was the color palette that I chose.
This is for your kitchen.
For my kitchen, yep. And so I squeezed my uranium glass from the 30s in there because it's green.
Yeah.
It may not be mint green, but it's green. And I do have this awesome mug from 1985 that I found when I went on vacation with my sister in a Goodwill this summer. So
and you know how I feel. No boring mugs.
Yeah, I do.
No boring mugs.
Do go all the way up to the 80s with my mug. So if it fits my color palette, I will buy it. It doesn't have to absolutely be from the 50s. So I'll show you some of the things. Showed you these are a blended set. They had other colors. I found them at the local flea market. but these hang all the time and all the time on a hook in my kitchen because they are the colors that I wanted. And on the front of them, it says Sigler Warm Floors Home Heaters.
Oh my goodness. So did they give those away or something?
They must have. How fun is that?
Yeah.
But
And
the
they all,
colors.
no, they're blended. So is it only the big one that says that?
Yes. Only the big one says that.
That's cool though that it's the big one. So
I had to put two sets together. The other set, the big one, is red.
Ah.
So, but I picked them up at my local flea market. I have this little flea market called Betty's, and I just love it. They don't price anything. It's all filthy, and you just bring what you want up to the counter, and he looks at it and goes, it'll be $5 today.
Oh my goodness. Where is this, sweetie?
It's just up the road from me. It's Betty's Flea Market. It's
and
awesome.
Tell everybody where you live, hon. I forgot to.
Ohio. I am in Ohio.
Yes.
So I picked this up at Betty's Flea Market.
Oh.
Now, this is not 1950s. This company, which is Bob Decker Plastics from Birmingham, Michigan. And I love that a whole ton of this stuff was made in Ohio or made in the USA.
Yes.
But I picked this up there, and this company did not move to Michigan until 1961. So even though the colors are my color palette from the 1950s, they were still making these colors in 1961.
Wow. And now, what do you use that for? Do you actually use it?
This one I do not use for food. My cats like to knock everything on the floor. So it's got pins, it's got Post-it notes. If I take my earrings off in the dining room, I put them in here so that I don't lose them forever. Someone is an earring thief.
Mm-hmm.
So
there are a lot of cat people in here, probably, yes, shaking their head.
They know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yes.
So I picked up quite a few of these pieces this summer, and I actually got some of the cups for 10 cents and 25 cents at a garage sale from a lady up the street from me.
When this was already your color palette. So like,
yeah.
Did you decide this is my color palette and I'm going to seek out things for this color palette?
Yep.
Okay. I wonder how people do those things.
And it's the same thing that I did with the Kitchenware. So it's that melamine.
I love melamine.
And the Kitchenware was made in New Jersey. And it is now currently, it's still being made here in Ohio. They moved it to Ohio years later. But the pink was not produced currently. So I know for a fact that this is pretty old. It's not one of their, they stopped making, I can't remember when they stopped making the pink, but it's not one that they made currently. And they even did this. This one's so pretty with the pattern.
Let me see it closer, please. Now, is that a blue?
Yeah, it's got the blue and the pink in it. So this is the green, but the blue and the pink are here in this plate. I've only found one piece of this.
And it's the same company, you said?
Yeah, it's all Kitchenware.
Can you spell that? I'm having a hard time hearing it.
Boonton. Can you see it?
Yep, Boonton. Just like you said.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this one says Boonton, and this one says Kitchenware. And my mom says this is what they used to serve lunch on in the school cafeteria.
No way.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yep, she recognized it. And then I got these from Sean at Skunky Junk.
Oh,
so these are also the melamine. And I could not find the pattern, but this is Texas wear.
Nice.
And it's funny, in the 50s, the Consumer magazine did a test of 12 of the melamine products, and Kitchenware was #1 for durability and for not chipping or breaking.
Everybody write that down.
It beat out the Texas wear.
Find yourself some Kitchenware. Yeah.
And it's funny because
find the Boonton.
If you I don't know if you can see the thickness difference.
Oh yeah, I can.
But the Kitchenware is much thicker than these Texas wear plates that I got. I got 4 of those. I have just some mismatchy of these. And I also, my niece found this for me. I'm not a big Pyrex collector because I don't like patterns. I like plain colors.
Okay.
And because it's so expensive. But she found me the pink casserole.
Nice.
It did not have the lid, so I am on the hunt for the lid. But she found me the pink casserole. This is not the flamingo pink. This is the pastel pink that was made in the 50s.
And Claudia, note to everyone, like if you find that lid and you want Miss Claudia to know and you want to share it or sell it to her, you
heck yeah.
Yeah. Well, and Claudia, we'll have you put your email in too at when you get it done. But I mean,
so I just have 3 pieces of Pyrex. I have the pie plate and the lime.
Oh, nice.
Which was also from the 50s. And it's not quite my mint green, but I paid like 50 cents for it at Betty's flea market.
So it sounds like you're stretching like your palette just a little bit to make things work. Yeah.
And then I also got this one at Betty's, and you can see it's pretty faded and beat up, but again, I paid like 50 cents for it.
Right.
And this one did come with the lid.
Yeah. Yeah, and you can find those lids. I mean, even on eBay, there are sellers who will just sell the lids to complete your collection. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I have some fun things. And you know, my grandpa built their house in the 50s himself. And so she decorated and then pretty much never changed anything again.
Oh.
So as a kid in the 70s and 80s, every time I was over there, she still had the chalkware poodles and ballerinas on the wall. Yeah. So I think that's where my love of vintage comes from, is just all the happy memories of being at my grandma and grandpa's house.
And the idea that they would buy something and that's the something that they would keep. Like there wasn't all this like, oh, I'm redecorating. Like, no, it's part of the family now, you know?
Yeah. And I still have some of her things. This was my grandmother's.
Yeah, I have some of those and I always think they're funny. I hold the bag.
And now it's in my colors.
Yes. So that
my mom finally gave this up. My mom just gave it to me.
So is Grandma still with us?
No.
Okay.
No. We lost her right after Meg was born. So 21 years ago, she's been gone.
And so mom inherited everything and she's kind of slowly, sharing. And she's here tonight. Am I right? Her and Dad?
Yes.
Yeah,
yep.
That's great.
They're here. So I love these little appliance instruction booklets.
Mm-hmm.
They are so fun. So I keep them in the shelves behind me where people can see them. But this one cracks me up because it's the refrigerator home freezer combination General Electric. It says how to enjoy a new way of living.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, how amazing is that there's a time not that long ago when people did not have freezers in their refrigerators.
Yeah, that was a big deal.
Electric ones. So I collect those and I try to get them in. I have one yellow one, but I try and get them in my color palette. And then I got.
Well, yeah, now I'm going to look. Like, I never think of those kinds of things, like the color palette booklets and.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope I'd grab those anyway because they're delightful, but I never think of that.
Just the graphics on them.
And the language in some of them is so funny. Like, while the husband is enjoying his cigar, you two can clean the entire kitchen and we'll help you with that task. Yeah. Oh, Nikki says her dad remembers when his first fridge was delivered when he was a kid.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
That's just incredible to me. So I did pick up something fun recently. This is the Kitchen Magician Food Glamorizer.
What? What in the world?
So you've got your you've got your carrot peeler here, you've got spiky things here, and then look at this.
Is that for watermelon? Like the
I think it's to make, like veggies look fancy.
Okay.
In curly cues and
what is it called again?
It's the food. Sorry, I'm StreamYard. Food Glamorizer.
The Food Glamorizer. I need to find one of those now. I'm gonna hunt for one. Like not on eBay or anything. Like I need to find one in the wild. A Food Glamorizer.
I've never seen one before. And I was super excited about this. My parents got me this for my birthday. We went to an antique store in close to where one of my sisters lives for my birthday. I got a nut grinder. It's pink. I don't know if you can see with the ring light.
Totally.
I had my mom's yellow one that I actually used every year at Christmas to make cookies, but I wanted a pink one. The yellow one didn't go, and we found a pink one in beautiful condition.
Absolutely. I just was gifted. I don't know if you saw that this lovely woman gifted me a whole package full of goodies. She was a is a YouTube subscriber, and that's how we know each other, and I was blown away. So I did this emotional video about it. But anyway, one of my favorite pieces in there was one of those grinders, but it had the tin top. But the tin was in perfect condition, and
wow.
Like, I don't cook, but I want to make things because of this piece, Oh, it's just so much fun.
Yeah, I just got a chopper in the teal. I haven't even washed it yet. I just found a chopper in the teal. But nice. I also like to collect the glassware.
Oh, I saw these in your picture to me. John, look at those flamingos.
Isn't that fantastic? But I don't like whole sets. I like to look at a whole bunch of different things.
Yes.
So when I bought the carrier, and I'd been on the lookout for the carrier, I got the whole set of these, the pink and the black. So they're all up in the cupboard. And then
possibly
the fishy
in your next live sale. Well, I mean, no. Okay. I thought you were saying like, I have to buy the collections, but then I only want one piece out of them. No. Okay, gotcha. I
try to buy them single. These were my other grandmother's who's still alive. So I got those from her. And the flamingos I got from Jeffrey at Real Nifty Vintage.
Oh, no way. I'm surprised he gave them up.
I know, because he loves flamingos. But he did. And then this is my favorite thing, and this is what started my whole vintage collection. This is my grandmother's Texas ware mixing bowl, the confetti bowl. And
talk to me about Texas ware. I'm not familiar with it.
It's also the melamine. The confetti bowls are amazing because...
Oh, you showed a Texas ware plate. I apologize.
Yeah.
Okay, this looks so different. Okay.
Yeah. The confetti bowls were made at the end of the day, and all of the colors were thrown in together.
No.
So you will not find any two that are alike. And they were made just kind of as a one-off to get everything that was left from the day. They made these bowls, had no idea how popular they would be. So the confetti in these is going to be different in every single bowl. They're never going to be the same color.
So are these things that people look for now, or are they kind of looked over?
Oh, no. People love these. They go for a lot of money.
Okay. You're teaching me something. Because I've never seen... I am a huge collector of melamine. Like, I just love it. And I don't know anything about this, so that's probably because... everybody's fighting over it.
Yeah.
And I'm over in the back going, I'll take this for $1. Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, 25 years ago, when my mom gave me this bowl and I looked it up, there was no information about it. Nobody was collecting them. Couldn't find anything about it. But yeah, super collect. If you look up the prices of these Texas ware bowls, it's crazy.
I'm seeing Jenny say that right now. Yeah, these are the most expensive. I had no idea, Jenny, about any of this. See what we're learning tonight? And hello to my sweet Steph and all those who just showed up. Yeah, thank you for that knowledge. So that's your prized possession that got you started.
Yes, this was my grandmother's mixing bowl, and I used to go up there every summer, and we would make Watergate cake. My mom made us a recipe book with pictures, and everybody in the family got one. And so that's my grandmother right there at the top. Both pictures of her.
Oh my goodness.
And this is her it's the pistachio cake. It's her Watergate cake recipe. And we always made it in this bowl with a hand blender. I got that hand blender, and a couple of years ago, it finally gave up the ghost and died. But it lasted all of those years. I loved that hand blender.
Claudia, you have no idea. You have no idea, sweetie. I'm about to tell you how wonderful your family is to be creating. Mom put this together for you, and just, I mean, this is just good stuff. And also, you're giving us so many ideas, like the whole recipe, put in a scrapbook and put grandma's picture and pass it down, and then you get the bowl. And I can see Picasso Cat is loving this. Yeah, this is wonderful stuff, honey.
Yeah, my mom, what she did was she made a scrapbook page out of each one with all the old pictures. Like here on the back, there's my grandpa with my grandma, and then she ran them off. So then she could make a copy of the whole book for everyone.
And she did it for everyone. I want your mommy to be my mommy. But
then she did another one with all the recipes from my childhood. And then a couple of years ago, she and I did another one with like really healthy recipes as we're all trying to be healthier.
So forget the old vintage book. Like that's for funsies. But guys, we gotta buckle down over here. So Tammy wants to know how old your living grandma is, and I can tell you why Tammy wants to know that.
My living grandmother's in her 90s.
Okay.
If my dad's still here, he can put it in the chat how old she is.
Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Because Tammy, I think Tammy, how old? She's over 100, Tammy's grandmother. And Tammy and her are very close. And you just gave a great idea to Picasso Cat, Cathy, who I highly recommend subscribing to. She's going to do that for her granddaughter, she says, that they make Pyrex or pancakes in the same Pyrex bowl since she was a toddler. And she has tons of pictures. So thank you for doing that for us, Claudia. Your dad says your grandma is 93.
Yep.
And Tammy's grandma is 101.
Yeah.
So those are some strong genes on both sides.
And my dad's mom just downsized a few years ago and gave up her condo and moved into a senior apartment. And I got a bunch of her stuff too. And it's funny because they had completely different tastes, but they still had some of the same vintage things. So they had like the dragonware, but one grandmother liked everything gold and red and one liked everything black and pink.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah. So they
had totally different tastes.
Different colors, but same product. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yep. So after we would make the cake, then it would go onto the uranium cake platter.
I just saw that. That you got handed down to you.
Yes. This
I
was
just
my
saw one in the
grandmother's
sale. Yeah, I think it might have been Trisha. Maybe Trisha can tell me, but I feel like Trisha just sold or is selling that exact one.
And this one I have seen in tons of colors. This was a very, very common cake plate. This one was my grandmother's, but I just found this one. And when I reach 100 subscribers, I'm going to do a giveaway. And
did y'all hear that?
To get a uranium glass cake plate that matches my grandma's.
Guys, did you just hear that? So subscribe to Miss Claudia's channel. And when she gets 100 subscribers, which I cannot believe she doesn't have already.
Oh, people didn't even know I existed. Well, I just put up my third video.
Oh, well, we're gonna let people know about you, girl. So when she gets to 100 subscribers, she's gonna do a giveaway of that uranium plate So that is a really good idea, Claudia. And yeah, I've been subscribed, I think, for a hot minute. Stephanie says she's just subscribed. Michelle, it looks like Meg is, Nancy is. So we'll
Yeah, I
get
was
there,
watching
girl.
people subscribing as I was talking.
Oh, isn't that sweet? Isn't that
And
sweet?
I've got a new video going up tomorrow. It's part 2 of the Lincoln Highway Byway sales that we just did.
Oh yeah. Okay, good. And Nikki just put in your YouTube link or something. Nikki, maybe she'll have to tell me something about UNA for the cake plate. I don't know. Or just to subscribe. Amy just subscribed. Nancy says she's number 37.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, so that's fantastic. So, oh yeah, okay. So Nikki is saying it's the link to your channel.
Awesome.
So yeah,
Vintage just makes me so happy. It just does. I just love it. Warm, fuzzy feelings, memories of my grandparents. Now I'm making all these new memories with my nieces when we thrift and we antique. And my one niece and I had gone to see my daughter when she had community yard sales, and we did that all day. So I just love it.
Yeah, I would love to see, and maybe others would too, and it's completely up to you and the comfort of your family, but I would love to see some family thrifting videos from you guys, because this adorable family, I
was going to film and I chickened out. We spent 3 days, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday of last week, doing the Lincoln Highway Byway sales, because it goes clear across the state of Ohio from west to east.
So fingers crossed, I'm coming to Ohio soon.
Are you seriously?
Yeah, it's on our list. But hold on, because I don't know very much about Ohio at all. I can tell you where we're trying to go, and you can tell me if that's anywhere near you. So my son wants to see where LeBron James grew up and went to high school. So we're going to do that, wherever that is. And where is it, honey? Akron. Okay. And then wherever all the aquariums and the rock and roll museum and all that. Where's that again?
That would be Cleveland.
So I want to go to Cleveland and Akron. So I have no idea.
My daughter lives right outside of Akron.
Oh, okay.
And I'm about an hour from there.
Oh, we can see each other.
We have to. I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, so the next 2 years vacations are kind of planned out, and Ohio is one of them for sure.
Awesome.
It looks like you just hit 42, Claudia.
Yay! I
yeah,
saw
Pat
that.
Doodles. And
yeah, I saw Pat Doodles had subscribed. I just went and subscribed to her today too.
Oh my gosh, the two of you are gonna love each other. I can see it already, and there's just such loveliness in this community, and
really
yay
is.
for meetups. Absolutely, Michelle. But I'm probably like, if no one wants to be squeezed by me, like for a good 5 minutes, you're gonna have to tell me before we meet, because that's my plan. It's a good 5-minute hug. My COVID shots, if that's something people are worried about, and I would just want to squeeze you for five good minutes. So, okay. So, Miss Claudia, do you think, I'm looking at the time, is there anything else you wanted to show us, love?
Nope, that was everything I had pulled for tonight.
Well, perfect. And those were good stories, honey. And I know you touched some people with those. So, and given people ideas. And I really love that. That's what I hope that this becomes more and more about. So, and now I'd like to play our game. So I made a little sign for yours. Yeah, the mystery item 20 questions game. So I think now with Michelle, did I do side to side? I did. Didn't I? Okay, so let me do that.
Since I'm not looking at the chat.
Okay, so there's the sign.
You know what's funny?
20 questions game.
Okay. I have the item right off camera too, so that I could look at it as people. I do what Michelle did. I already got it set up that
I
way.
haven't seen yours, right?
Right, I did not show you.
Okay, cool.
It's a mystery
for me. Oh, Pat, I'm really glad, sweetie, because good. I'm gonna keep working on the format and keep working on what we're doing, and I would really love feedback, y'all. Some of you have my emails. And if you don't, I'll put it in the description when this is done, so that if you have some thoughts about who you might want to come onto the channel, Pat, I would love for you to come talk about your dolls. Anything like that. I'm open to it. And if we have to go a little bit longer, that's okay. I'm just trying to end before Martha comes on, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. That's one of my ending pieces. Thank you, Amy. But I'm open, guys. I am open for criticisms, loving criticisms. So if you redirection, so just let me know. Okay, so Miss Claudia has an item that has to do, and I don't know what it is, with 19, and it's not the cat. I know some of you are going to ask.
You can't have my tiger.
I know some of you are going to ask. I'm glad, Gina. I'm glad, Nancy. Thank you so much. We're only going to grow it and make it better with your help. So, okay. So Miss Claudia has a retro kitchenware item.
I have a vintage kitchen item.
Okay. May the questions begin, and I will ask them. I wonder if that's a question, Barbie. I wonder if she's asking if it is. I'll ask it. Why not? Okay. Well, is it a blue swan? If it is,
No.
I will die.
No, it is not a blue. I'm not
Okay.
giving up my blue swan, Barbie.
Okay. Okay. I thought that might be a question.
She knows
Like,
very well I'm not giving up my blue swan.
She is magic too, that Barbie. There are so many magical people in this.
Oh, I know.
I just want all of us to squeeze each other. Okay. Kathy is asking if it is glass.
Yes.
Okay. Does it glow?
No.
Okay. Nikki, will it make my food glamorous?
No.
Okay. No. Okay. That was, I don't know. It might. I don't know. Okay.
I'm not giving this away.
No, I wouldn't. Is it green?
No.
I think that's a uranium question right there. Okay. Is it smaller than a human head?
One individual piece of it is.
Ooh. I really don't know. Okay. Is it decor?
No.
Okay. So it sounds like it's useful. Trisha says, oh, darn it. I have lost everybody. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Trisha. I love you, Trisha. Is it freestanding? So asks Martha.
Yes.
Okay. Is it wooden?
No.
Okay. Barbie's laughing her buns off. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, Tammy. Do you wear it on your shirt?
No.
Okay. 10 more questions. Does it have a flamingo on it, says John?
No.
Is it amber, says Lynn? Oh, I don't know if she froze or she's trying to decide. Claudia, you're a little bit frozen for me, honey. Oh, you're back, I think.
Okay. Yeah,
you're
you're
a
back.
little bit frozen. Okay.
Yeah, you were frozen too.
Oh, I was. I'm sorry. Sorry, everybody. Glad you're still here. Is it amber?
No.
Okay. Is it?
That's funny that you guys, somebody must follow my Instagram if they're asking if it's amber.
Oh, yeah. Is it a paperweight?
No.
Is it plastic?
No.
Okay, only a few more questions left. So I'm going to look through some of these to make sure. Does it go in the fridge?
No.
Okay. I'm going to pick the next 5 ones because let's see. Yeah, we both froze. Sorry about that, guys. Can it hold liquid?
Yes.
Okay, so that answers both Kathy's and Steph's question. It can hold liquid. Let me see what else. Nancy just said a vintage Sunbeam mixer would be heavy to ship. Okay. is it? Okay, so guys, I know there was a little lag, but yeah, it can hold liquid. So that answers a bunch of your questions. I have I have 4 more I can ask. So I'm going to, well, I don't think I could ask that one because that one wouldn't hold liquid. Is it a pitcher / decanter?
No.
No. Okay. Does it have a lid?
No.
2 more questions, guys. And I think that Pat would answer your question because a teapot would have a lid. Well, the only thing, Kathy, is remember it has more than one piece to it because she said one of them was bigger than your head, right?
No. Smaller.
Smaller. I apologize. Okay. So, but that could, okay. Is it a set of measuring cups?
No.
That looked like that was close, though, by your face. One last question, and I'm going to go with Nikki's. Is it a set of glasses?
Yes.
Yes, the last question.
That took all 20 questions.
All 20. Okay, so Nikki, you did it. It is a set of glasses. So, and where are you?
I picked up a set that was awesome, but it does not fit my decor, so they're going to go along. I'm shipping from Ohio.
That's right. I was going to just have everybody hear that again. And hopefully now with the lag, they see that it is a set of glasses. Some people were still going and they were like glass grapes, creamer and sugar, measuring spoons, mixing bowls. So yeah, I'm really glad I grabbed Nikki's and it was the right one. So, oh God. Well, we don't know yet, Nikki. Maybe you want to win the glass. Oh no, I'm sorry, Nikki, you did win. And now you're saying you usually don't win anything. So yes, great job, Nikki. And yes, good one, Miss Claudia. Okay, Miss Claudia. So let's auction it off. So this is your first live, and is this your first auctioning something off?
Yeah, well, I actually sold a pair of the salt and pepper shakers to a friend who came by when I was cleaning them all. I picked them up at a garage sale, and she goes, "Oh, can I buy those for my sister?" It was a set of Otagiri pigs. So yeah. I did make a sale.
A sale. Good. Good. Well, this I really love that you're doing this because also I want this to be a safe place where people just try it out. Because it's really not as scary as people think. And I get a lot of emails, not a lot, but enough, about like, well, how did you get started? And the thing is, you just got to do it because you're going to be jittery and you're going to, like anything else. But this community is very good to people and, how they're learning and all that stuff. So,
well, you sprung it on me.
Okay, there's that too. There's that
and
too.
Then I immediately went and signed up for a pirate ship account and I ordered a scale. So I am good to go.
Now you're going to be doing it. Gosh, yeah. See, you're going to get addicted, girl.
I have been saving packing materials for when I was ready to sell for months.
So you already knew. Okay, so it says, so what now? They're glasses. Yes, they are a set of glasses that did not fit her decor. She's shipping from Ohio. They're not green, amber, or uranium. Correct. And one of them, or no, something is not bigger than her head. So that's the one I remembered the most. Okay, so, and Auntie Christy, so it's not going to be part of the pink green decor scheme.
Right.
So
they are not pink or green or blue.
I have to push my hair back in. And when I look up here, I'm like, what is happening to you, girl? It is so hot here that I just sweat. Yeah, Auntie Christy, you should be the one that like breaks it down at the end for the bidders. Like, this is what you are not going to get, pink or green, but you will get amazing glasses that Miss Claudia, with her great taste, thought was wonderful. It just doesn't fit now. So let's start the bidding for these glasses from Ohio. How many are there, honey? So they know.
There are 4, and I'm starting them at $8.
Perfect. Thank you for having a set price on that. Okay, so any chips or cracks? That's a fair question. I don't think she would sell anything like that. Yeah. Yeah, and Claudia has great taste, so you're getting something good. It might not be flamingos, John, but okay, John is starting at 8. He doesn't care if they're flamingos or not. So John is starting at 8. I'll put that up. This is for a set of 4 glasses shipped from, and Michelle's at 10, shipped from Ohio. Pam went to 12. Golden Briar went to 15. So
you guys are awesome.
They love people. We all do. You, me, we all love a mystery. And like, they know enough about it to know that they might want it, you know. But then
I love a mystery too. That's why one of my videos was unboxing one of Patrick's mystery boxes.
Yes, you did get a trusty huckster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those are fun. So John's at 16, and John, I still have an invoice to send you. But here's the embarrassing thing I have to say to you: I ran out of bubble wrap, so I ordered more from what is it? American Bubble Company. Highly recommend them, and I do not get any kickbacks whatsoever for saying that. And usually it takes 2 days from order to your door. But then something happened and they told me it was going to be a little. So yes, hashtag blind date buying. I think that's probably going to be the one we use. I'll have to see what Michelle thinks.
I like that.
Yeah. It's fun. So I'm going to start to count down. No worries. Use toilet paper. Guy, I am not going to ruin your beautiful lobster with toilet paper. You bought a beautiful lobster dish, my man. Yeah. I want to make sure it is loved. Yeah, sight unseen sale, Christy. And hello, my sweet girl. I haven't seen your face in here. Or your words, I should say. Okay, Michelle loves that hashtag, blind date buying. That's what we're going to use then. If Michelle loves it. Do you love it, Claudia?
I love it.
Claudia loves it. I don't know who made it. Was it Tammy or John? But I'll both of them will get credit. Nikki loves it. We got it. That's our hashtag. Okay. So I'm going to count down. So here we go. From 16. The uranium. Nicely done.
It got dark in here. You can see it.
It's so glorious. Girl, that's glorious. I feel like I should be people should be able to see more of it. Okay, we're at 17 and I'm going to start counting down. So you can throw your bids in the 10 and I want to be fair. So I'm going to start the 10 and end the 10 instead of keep interrupting myself.
Who's going to do the bid end?
Oh, thank you. Michelle, can you do the bid end, sweetheart? I think Lynn
she was
had
bidding.
Offered... I'm sorry?
She had bid. Michelle had bid.
Oh, she did. I'm sorry, Lynn. Lynn, could you do the bid end? I'll wait to see what she says. Or whoever offers. I know Lynn had offered before, and you're right. Anyone who's bidding can't, it wouldn't be fair for them to put in the bid end. Okay. Tammy didn't bid. Tammy says she'll do it. Okay, perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you, Tammy. Oh, but then Lynn said yes after. So thank you, Lynn. We'll have Tammy do it because Tammy her internet was faster. So maybe people want Lynn to do it if her internet's slower. I don't know. But thank you all. Okay. So here we go. So we're at 17 with Steph, and I'm going to count from 10. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end, please. And we'll see if it's Steph or if somebody jumped in there. We had that jump in at the last second with Michelle. Oh, we got a jump in. We got 19 right now. And then the bid end. So John got it. John got those for 19, honey.
Awesome.
So John, Claudia, are you able to type in your email right now?
I am doing that right now.
Perfect. I know, Steph. It can be hard. Here's what I'll say from here on out, too. And I think you guys know this about my personal live sales. Maybe I should have said it at the beginning here. But if you ever want to outbid yourself, even though we didn't do just in case bids, if you ever want to outbid yourself, you're never going to pay the higher price of the bid against yourself. So Steph, if you wanted to throw in a couple more bids and no one else did, you'd still get it for your low bid. So, yeah, I want, and we'll try some other things where maybe we do like, it's X amount, it's X price, and then we pick a number or something like that. I just want to try different things to make everything fair and so that everybody can get the things that they would love. So, oh, wonderful.
You see, Nikki, whatever her husband has is hers.
Yeah. Although it's funny, they bid on very different things. They do. I don't think she's like, John bid on this. I think John is out back doing his own thing. And yeah. Hey, Taylor. I love you, girl. Okay, so that concludes that part. Y'all get to see Claudia's. Let me move myself so y'all can see Claudia's glass even better. Woo!
Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I love walking through here at night and that all glows.
Of course you do. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we're getting ready for, I see Kitchy Cat back here waiting on us in the green room. Let's see. Well, actually, Claudia, I'll let you, I won't come on to say anything. I'll let you say what you want to say at the end, but let me first say, and I'm not making any sense right now, thank you for being here. Thank you for showing us one of your many collections. People are saying nice to meet you, and please do subscribe to her channel because she has things she's doing. I think you only have a few videos right now, but she's working on more. And I
have my next two already filmed, and then I ran out of memory on my phone.
Format your card. As a photography professor, I'm telling you now, continue to format your card so that you can maintain room. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here. And
thank you for having me. This is so much fun.
It was a no-brainer. You were one of my first in my top 5 people to ask for sure. And because I wanted to get to know you. This is all me wanting to get to know people. This is selfishness on my part. And then I share it with everyone else. So,
well, I love when I get to see people's faces, like getting to see Proud American, Delbert.
Oh, I know.
That was so much fun to finally put a face to a name. When you spend so much time in chats with people, it's fun to see them.
Yeah, absolutely. And his face is just, I just wanted to eat it, like in the nicest way. He is so adorable. And yeah, so we're not done, guys. I know a lot of you are saying goodnight. You can surely say goodnight to Claudia, but we have one more guest. And then we are going to all hopefully go see Miss Martha. And let's see, somebody's saying they're missing people. Okay, I'm going to look at that after. But Miss Claudia, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you to your family who are lovely. And should they ever want to come on and talk about their lovely Miss Claudia, they are most surely welcome. You could have a mother-daughter. Oh, you could have a generational thing we could do, or you could do on your channel. So, okay. Well, I love you, girl. And I will see you in the chats.
Love you too. Thank you.
Bye, sweetheart. Bye for now. Okay. So before I bring her out, wasn't she great? Wasn't Claudia great? Oh, I love this whole concept. So, yes, bravo, Claudia. So we have another guest. Let's see. I just want to make sure I have all my signs in order because these signs are important and I spent a lot of money on them, you know? Okay. So our next sign is, oh, I'm so glad, John. Ask a Mainer. Now I know probably y'all haven't thought of like, I really should like get to be friends with a Mainer so I can ask them questions about Maine, but maybe you are. So what this is a dear sweet lady, Kathy and I, got to be friends through this community. And she's in southern Maine. I'm in northern Maine. And those are kind of two different worlds to some degree too. And maybe we'll talk about that. But she had this idea like, yeah, my props budget is out of this world. Ask a Mainer with special guest Cathy. So I'm going to introduce Cathy. You've seen her in the chats. She's the Kitchy Cat. She has the best logo, I think, made by Misty's daughter, if I remember right. And yeah, it's Saturday Night Live with signs on a Thursday night. So, okay, John, thank you. Loud voice. Ask a Mainer. I need you to record these, John. So, oh, that's so cute. Okay, yeah, Claudia, she's probably like, it better not be something I didn't want you to get rid of. Or maybe not. Okay, so thank you about my handwriting. So I am going to introduce Cathy, who just made her first her first YouTube video. It is so good. Let me introduce my sweet friend. There, is she here? Is she here? She's here. Let me put you so we can see you better, honey. Okay. Baby doesn't belong in the corner. Okay. Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Oh.
There she is.
That's better.
There you go. Oh my gosh, you look amazing tonight. Oh, great.
Our colors kind of go.
Our colors kind of, let's meet it. You got to go to the other side. Don't push it. Oh, it's so hard to figure these cameras
Right.
out. Yes, it's Kitchy Cat, you guys. This is how beautiful she is.
Martha.
Yeah.
Stop.
So,
Thank you.
no, you're ridiculously gorgeous. But anyway, so Cathy just did her first video for YouTube, and your lipstick's on point, girl.
Thank you.
Well played. So please do. She was so nervous about it, and then after I saw it, I was like, "What? What was there to be nervous? Like she's very natural." And so, yes, please do subscribe to her channel and check out that video.
Thank you.
And this is the Kitchy Cat in all the chats, the one who is so sweet and lovely, and also makes purchases and all that kind of goodness. So. And yes, we already have a first question, Cathy, but I'd like you to introduce yourself the way you want to.
Well, I'm a fellow Mainer, like Jody said, in southern Maine. I'm dangerously close to a bins.
I know exactly the one.
There's a bag in my car that I haven't taken out yet because I have other stuff to sell. Let's see, I've been selling on eBay for 20 years off and on. I've had my kind of moments where I've gotten overwhelmed with it. Because of like the picture taking and the descriptive writing and all that stuff, just kind of after a while it gets to you. And then I discovered live sales during the pandemic, and I feel like they really pulled me through some darker days, probably with everybody. And I was like, I think I was meant for this. I really want to do this. This is exciting. So even like, I don't have a picture of me doing this, but as a little girl, like if my brother would have a girlfriend and she'd come over, I'd like find something to show her and like be like, oh, look at this thing. So it's just kind of always how I've been. I'm a treasure hunter. I love yard sailing. I've always liked vintage stuff. So
and in a little bit, I would very much like you to tell us about the bins, because I have stories too of the bins close by you, and they are something else.
Yeah.
So it's a culture all its own.
Yeah, you have to be careful.
Oh yes. So there was something up above. Okay, Nikki. Yes, Amy. She is a stunning woman, and I feel like she needs to hear that more, because I don't feel like she knows it in the way that we would like her to know it. Okay, so Nikki is wearing where in Maine? So as comfortable as you are in describing where you're at, maybe tell.
The Portland area. That's about as comfortable as I am right now, unfortunately. But yeah, that probably gives you a good idea.
She's right outside or within the biggest city area of Maine. So where we all go for, that's where my son went for his surgery. That's where you go to get things done, is in Portland, Maine. So that's where she is. I'm in Bangor, Maine, which is the second largest city. And it's sort of like the Portland of the North, as much as we can be. And they're both, Portland's kind of a coastal area, Cathy.
Yeah.
And Bangor is like a river town that when I pop my boat in the river, it takes me 20 minutes to get to the ocean. So we're both near water. Cathy, Picasso Cat, yes, Toledo. I'll let Cathy answer that. But Cathy wanted Picasso Cat, first of all, to tell you you're gorgeous. And also, if you're going to hear that a lot. If she is a C or a K, and I'll let, she's a C, just like you, Cathy.
Yeah.
I love that was her first question. Like, does she spell it like me?
I'm a Kathleen.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know you could spell Kathleen with C.
Yeah, it's unusual spelling. Or, well, people say it's unusual to me. I'm like, I've seen it my whole life. But
oh, right. I don't know any different. Okay, right. I'm looking through the I'm looking through the questions. It says, Kitchy is singing my song. That must have been from a bit ago, because I am okay, so wait a minute. Helen is from Maine. She says no, I'm sorry. I thought she was saying she's from up top. I take all of that back. She's saying the link for Kitchy Cat is up top. So let's see. Okay, the bins. We're going to talk about those, I promise. Jenny wants to know what kind of lipstick you're wearing.
Oh, you know what? For some reason, I thought somebody might ask that. Let me go get it. You're going to see that I'm wearing shorts because it's hot down here, too.
Yeah. Well, at least you're wearing something on the bottom. I don't always, as everybody knows. And Nikki's saying, people from Maine are beautiful. Thank you, sweetheart. I think people from everywhere are beautiful.
No, this is silly.
I'm sure you do too.
There it is. Oh my goodness sake.
I'm not going to the new comments because I'm afraid to lose the old ones. So I'm way up in the old ones. Yeah, she's gonna tell us what lipstick she's wearing, everyone. Here's a commercial break.
385 Ruby for Me, just by Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline. 385 Maybelline, my beauties. Purchase it now at your local Walgreens. Okay.
Something as funny as I've never worn a red lipstick my entire life until this year because I didn't think I could carry it off. And I got sick of telling myself things like that and started wearing red lipstick.
Stop telling yourself no.
Right.
So a couple people are talking about the food in Portland, and it is a foodie town. Absolutely. Do you want to mention anything about that?
I'm oddly not a foodie. I actually don't like going out to eat. I have kind of, especially right now, a little bit of food phobia, contamination. So, I mean, the best place I'm going to tell you is like Panera, which is all over the country. I can't even think of Portland, the old port. I know it's full of really cool restaurants. I can say that much. I think you could go to any of them and score. So.
Oh, yeah. And so much diversity. So when I go down to Portland, I will see whole Black African markets where they're selling African food to African immigrants. And I love that. Thank you. You guys have a lot more diversity than we do in Bangor, but we are changing. And I think you know that too, Cathy. So we're growing. We have one African market. I think you have like 30, but like a stretch of them. We have we have Indian food, Pakistani food, and this is families. We just had a Turkish family start a Turkish restaurant here, and my husband's Turkish, so we went day 3. I think we were there, and it was wonderful. So a lot of I don't even know if that's the right phrasing. I was going to say like immigrant restaurants. I don't know if that's accurate, but a lot of immigrant families opening up restaurants, and so which is so great to have new tastes, so let me see what else we've got.
Sorry, I wasn't good with that question.
What's that, honey?
I said sorry, I wasn't good with that question. Like the
Oh,
last.
you're like, I like Panera. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, somebody says you look like Alanis Morissette. Hey, you picked a great mug. Nice mug, girl. No boring. Hashtag no boring mugs.
Right. Thank you. I've been told that since probably the 90s, and it's a compliment. I've actually met her, and she's really nice. Yeah.
Did she think you looked like her? Like, did that happened?
She was shorter than I am. Very, very soft spoken, very polite, very nice person. I got to sit in a circle with her and a bunch of other people. I was a contest winner, and she sang a song, not a cappella.
A cappella.
Acoustic, yeah.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's right.
I just got goosebumps just remembering it, and that was like a long time ago. But yeah, it was exciting.
Tell us about the contest. Tell us more.
It was you know WBLM, right?
Sure.
So they were like, yeah, there's gonna be a show put in, or it might have been WCYY. They were just like, write us a reason why you deserve to come to this show, and I was like, well, because people tell me I look like her all the time, and they're like, okay, you win.
Good enough. Yeah.
And I
probably wanted that whole thing to be like, did they publicize that after, like show your pictures together? And
not really, but they were like, we want to see this. So, and then I came, and what ended up happening was I went to school for radio, and I worked for WBLM and WCYY, and my nickname there was Morissette.
So this has been your whole life.
Yeah, pretty much. And I adore her. I love her music.
One of my best friends just sent me a video of her singing with her daughter. I don't know. See, it's kind of a new video of her, and I'll share it with you in Instagram. But it really like warmed me over her. I had already liked her anyway, but I was just like, oh, this is so darling.
Right.
And Michelle says you have a radio voice.
Thank you.
And she does have, an amazing presence on the camera. Yvonne says I am a wannabe Jersey girl, and she's absolutely right. As I'm not a foodie like the Portland, Oregon and Portland, Maine foodies. Like those are very similar foodies, I think. I'm not that. I'm like, give me pasta. And I want it so Italian that it speaks to me in Italian. Like I want it so real. And so I drive to Jersey almost literally to get real Italian food.
Can't do Italian sandwiches though. Those are here.
Yeah, right. Let's see what else. So we've had Alanis Morissette and Catherine O'Hara on Jody's show so far. That's funny.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. I've been told Liv Tyler. I've met Steven Tyler too.
Oh, I can see that. Oh my!
I don't know, name dropping. I have no idea, but
I know this is not like. How do I say this? Kathy and I have talked quite a bit, and Kathy is very humble. So the fact that she is even saying these names probably is killing her soul because she does not want to come across as not humble. This woman is the epitome of humble. So she probably has dated George Clooney and just is not going to say it. So she's like, I wouldn't. But anyway, like I'm just saying, I'm sure there are a lot of stories with Kathy that we're not going to hear right now because she's probably like, that's enough. That the Alanis Morissette thing is enough. Okay.
The funny thing is, I met Steven Tyler at an antique shop while I was looking for. So that was kind of like, oh, that's kind of cool. But
what state?
Maine. Do you remember Cliff's Flea Market down in Scarborough?
I don't.
It was on Route 1. It's closed, but he was there, and the owner was like, Steven Tyler's in here.
And you're like, I look like his daughter. I'll be right back.
Too much. I walked over to him. My knees were doing this. I couldn't. He was very, very nice, and we left at the same time, and he actually waved to me as we drove off.
So that whole degree of separation thing.
Yeah.
In Hudson, New Hampshire, which nobody even knows what that is. It's outside of Nashua. It's between Nashua and like Lowell, Mass. Okay. So most of the time I tell people I'm from Mass because then they know what I'm talking about. Because really we all talked like Mass, there's really no New Hampshire accent that I know of. But anyway,
Yeah.
I lived in this Green Meadow Estates. My parents went from like mobile home park to making it really big, really fast, and moved us into like the wealthiest area of our community. And it was like a total culture shock for me. Well, 3 doors down from us was a record producer, and his big group that he produced was Aerosmith. So I would see Steven Tyler's and the rest of them, I only know one of their names, their limos when I was in high school go down to the record producer, and like we'd all run over and just like peek through the bushes. So there's my and Steven Tyler and all those guys graduated from a New Hampshire high school. They probably try to come off like they're like Bronx or like something different, but they're New Hampshire.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's our degree of separation, honey.
Awesome.
Yeah. So let's see what. Okay. So, oh gosh, people are seeing Betty Page in you too.
I've heard that too.
You're like the vintage model of yeah.
Thank you.
It, baby. Own it. Absolutely own it. So okay. Tell us, Miss Cathy, about the bins, because I know. I want to hear it from you.
Well,
so tell people what the bins are in case they don't know. I'm pretty sure they do, but just in case.
They're that outlet store for Goodwill, and they charge things by the pound instead of individually. Certain things cost less per pound, like media and glassware, I believe. And so you just fill your cart and they roll it onto a little scale, well, big scale that's in the floor. They separate out, well, supposed to separate out your less expensive things so they can just weigh it on the smaller scale. Anyway, you get a lot.
You're doing it great. Yeah.
And I've actually seen things at Goodwill. I'm like, I'm not paying for that there. And it ends up at the bins. And I'm like, no, I'm paying 10 cents for it. No problem. It's a total, what do I want to say? What's the phrase? It depends on the day, what kind of people you get.
Mm-hmm.
Crapshoot. Some days you get the people that are mellow and they're just checking things out and they're just there. And that's how I do it.
Mm-hmm.
And then in my first experience, and it was the throwing of elbows, and they'll throw things towards you. They don't care if it's broken glass, So I stay away from that. The last time I went, which wasn't that long ago, it was like piranhas. No joke.
I've been.
And I went, okay, you guys can have whatever you want. So
I'm very good. This is me asking you out on a date. Okay, I'm very good at being a bouncer. I'm very good at it.
Right.
My rump is a really great size for bumper. Like, my chest is a good size for that. I'm quite like I'm a large woman and so we should go together, and you will have that bin to yourself.
Right.
Okay, Miss Cathy, that bin will be yours.
That sounds awesome. There's one guy that used to go there. He had a cane and he would just use it to like block you.
I think I know that person, and because I'm trying to think when I have been, but I remember just like texting my husband like, this is a world.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are known for certain things, right? Like they go for certain things, and they all know each other. Mm-hmm. And it's kind of a scratch your back, scratch mine thing. So like this one guy would be like, I'll just make up names. Like, oh, George, here's one of those Matchbox cars you like, but you better let go of those Nikes. You know what I mean? Like they trade. And like, if you upset someone there.
Oh yeah.
It's a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a thing. And I walked in like, because they all, okay, so when I went, I don't know if it's the same, Cathy, but we all had to wait in line, and then they opened the door at a certain time and you walk in line. Was
that during 2020?
I think it was tail end, but yes.
Yeah, it was not like that before 2020. It was just, you just walked in.
Okay, well now, and I don't know if they've changed. Have you been recently?
I have, and they're just letting people in so far.
So that's nice, because then I don't have to hear all the conversations, because as much as I love people, and I do, I don't like scheming, and like some people are trying to psych you out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that so that they can like get the stuff. There's nothing in there that's going to make you a millionaire, everybody. Calm down. Like, okay,
well, you can find some pretty good stuff.
Okay. Don't tell those other the rude people. But they like they'll talk to you like they want to get to know you, but they're like sizing you up. Like, so what are you here for?
Are you a
reseller? What are you
looking
for? You know?
Mm-hmm.
I have no time for that. I love people, but I'm there to do my thing and leave. I don't want to fight with anybody.
Right.
So yeah, it sounds like, is it better or worse with just walking in?
It's probably worse, because while the COVID restrictions were going on, people were just more like strict about people keeping away from each other a little bit better. Yeah. There were half the amount of bins, and they rotated them quite often. Yes. So now that all that's loosened up, everybody's just they're back and they're overly excited, I think.
I'll go with you. We're going back down. I need to take my son to an appointment in Portland, because everybody, that's where you go to your appointments, your big things. And so I'm gonna stop there. So I'll let you know. But yeah, Christy, I would be your bouncer too, Christy. I would be anybody's bouncer. And I'm not rude. I'm just like, this is my girl. Pushing her around. Yeah. Yes, when I come to Akron, Claudia, if you guys have one, I will go to the one with you. I'm not afraid to I certainly, like I said, I hope to be a loving person, but I'm not afraid to say, come on now, don't behave like that. That's not okay. So
speaking of the bins, did you want me to show you?
Yeah, do it.
Yeah. So
yeah, I was just looking at the time and I was like, Martha's going to be going on in half an hour, so I don't want to mess with that. But yeah, let's all see what she got at the bins.
So you can still find good glassware there, and I found Lipper and Man there. I found it was actually my previous icon. It was a Hager winking cat. Huge. Yes.
You did not find there. You did not.
At the bins late in the day. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock, just sitting there. Not a chip
on it.
Who did not
originally buy that though? Like, I don't think some of these things actually get to Goodwill.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think somebody walked in and just went, I could not believe it. But anyway, so most recently I walked in there and I found it's Kitsch.
Oh. Ooh, is that Treasure Craft?
It's not, but it looks like it.
It does. That was at the bins.
This was at the bins, just sitting there. No, there are chippies, but they're on the underside. It's 216 Cal Style USA.
Oh my gosh. So how much would that glass is how much a pound? I don't even remember.
So glass is like, I don't think it's very much a pound. This is probably 2 pounds. This was probably a dollar.
I was going to say like $1.
Yeah. And the more noticeable chip is right on the end there.
But again, on the back. Yeah.
Whoops. I'm not used to this yet.
No, the camera is nuts. You'll get used to it.
But it's such a avocado pea soup, whatever green. It's actually coming off more chartreusey on the camera.
Yeah, the cameras are a little different for sure. Yeah. But I get and that's glass. That's not melamine. I mean, it wouldn't be chipped if it were melamine. So
ceramic. I think it's ceramic. Yeah. But yeah, so that was that. There's still some fun stuff out there. It's just,
well, Steph makes a good point here. A lot of stuff they're trying to sell for too high a prices, so they end up going to the bins.
Absolutely,
and then they make less for them. So
absolutely.
Okay, Tammy. So in Texas, they start at $1.49. I have a feeling that ours is cheaper. I
think it's $1.29 if I'm not mistaken here.
Okay, and then it's books are all a quarter. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah, I think
and
so.
And then electronics are different prices, and yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So what else you got, girl?
Oh, you want me to show you more?
Of course I do. Oh, was there more? Oh, no, was that the piece you wanted to show? I thought you had a whole bunch. I apologize. That's on me.
There is a bag over there. I mean, I could show a couple more things if you like.
Show us two more. Show us two more.
Okay. Let me just scoot over. Excuse my leg.
I did not know we were going to be hearing an Alanis Morissette story tonight.
Right.
I just absolutely adore that. You never know what you're going to learn from people, you guys. That's why talking to people is so much fun. Yeah, Michelle's like, show us more, show us more. Nope, I didn't see a thing. I didn't see a thing. Girl, one time, apparently, I got up and like I was showing my legs to be funny. And you probably saw that one. And then I think it was Christina was like, Jody, you weren't wearing underwear. Oops.
Okay.
She's like, we saw those half moons. We really did. Yeah. So anyway.
So I got this weird thing of all years to be getting this weird thing, but you know, that vintage advertising and all that. It's a nasal atomizer.
Is it all in there?
It is. Like I took rubbing alcohol and I swabbed it, but I still am a little bit wary.
Oh,
it's
that's so cool. I wonder if Kim, Oh My Vintage, is in the chat still because she likes the sounds.
Oh.
Christy, gotta air it out, girls.
Right.
Are we still talking about a nose, Christy? Are we still? Oh no, we're talking about our lack of underwear. I got you. Yeah.
Seltzwell, whatever that is.
Box, yeah, is so cool.
By the way, you guys like my nails?
Oh yes. Is that what's on the middle? What's that?
Oh gosh, was this gonna focus?
It looks atomic. Yes,
it
is.
I actually asked them to do this. Just because
you guys,
I was trying to do the whole thing.
Cathy is girl. She was writing me about what she was gonna wear, what she was gonna do, how she was gonna wear her hair. She's got it going on. Yeah, I love it.
I'm too planned of a person.
And I'm not, so we'll be great friends. We'll be great friends. Yeah, the prequel to the neti pot. You're right, Nikki.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, and so this is we were talking.
Was this what we talked about?
Yeah.
I've never seen one.
So this is Larry. Go ahead.
No, you have to tell where it's made from and all that stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so this is Larry the Lobster, and it's a pull toy, and I guess I can't really show you, but.
Well, wait. Let me take myself out. I mean, I'll move myself over so that they can see the whole thing.
Oh.
Hold on. I'll change the layout. I'll still be with you, girl. I got you. Okay. Oh, there's Larry. Okay.
You can see him sitting on my bed. Anyway, when you pull him, his little claws clack as he goes. So he is handcrafted at the Maine State Prison.
So now I have a question for everybody. Do your Maine State prisons sell crafts like that? We have always had that, haven't we, Cathy? That's always been a thing.
Yeah, there's like jewelry boxes and all that kind of thing.
And I don't know the story. Like, I don't know if the prisoners it's for charity or what. I'd be curious, but Pam says she collects vintage and antique medical equipment, and so that she likes that nasal piece.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I picked it up, I'm like, am I getting this? I had a second thought there. I was just like, what am I doing?
No, Michelle, we have, she's asking a question. We have, and Cathy can correct me where I'm wrong, but the Maine State, if I remember right, and this was years ago, I don't know that you can do it now, but you could go to the Maine State Prison and they had a shop there. Am I right, Cathy?
I'm not sure.
I don't know if they still do, but I know they still make products.
Right. So there must be.
And I know they sell in stores, like in like craft stores.
Right.
So, yeah. Oh, so Amy has a similar thing that their pieces are donated for charities to raffle. So I wonder, I'd be curious what ours, Pam would like to buy the lobster. So if you, Cathy is setting some things up because Cathy is very particular, which means you are going to get the best customer service from Cathy. I have no doubt. Cathy was wanting to set things up very particularly. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants girl. She is not. And that makes her the better person, by the way. So she's like, I fret. And so it takes a little while, but seriously, she'll get things done. So Pam, Kitchy Cat is going to put her email. Can you do that right now, sweetie?
Yes, if I do it through the phone.
Yeah. So yeah. She'll put it in the chat. You start a conversation with her, and she may likely sell that to you. Or if you're interested in other things, that Maine things. In Portland, she's going to find a lot more Maine themed things than I am in Bangor, to be honest. I noticed that a lot when I was at the bins and that kind of thing. So, and maybe she and I will do a video or something together, or maybe we'll go to the bins and I'll block people out so my girl can get her stuff. Or my son will block people out, and we'll both be shopping. So, that is ironic, Nikki, that one of their local prisons makes police barricades. There's something a little weird about that. So there's the Kitchy Cat's email. Oh yeah, Cathy, maybe this Picasso Cat Cathy, maybe Cathy Kitchy Cathy could do some videos that would help us with organization. That would be smart. So I'm looking at the time, and it's 15 minutes before Martha's sale, so I don't want to step on that. So this is Kitchy Cat's first live, right?
Yeah.
Live.
Yeah.
And you nailed it, girl. As it did everyone. I think it was tonight. I think that was the theme for tonight. Was it Michelle's first live? It was Claudia's and yours.
Yeah.
But you guys did great. See, once you start to do them, these people are amazing and they will help you. John, I'm going to speak to John in particular right now. You should have heard him when I had the live with Aaron. Is it Proctor? I don't want to get that wrong. Yeah. But John's in the chat's like, "You go, boy. You're doing it, man." It's like, "You got this." And he's so great. So yeah, all my people are so great. And maybe Helen says, "Pam, I thought you wanted the nose thingy." So whatever anybody might want out of what Cathy just showed, the beautiful divided plate, the lobster, the nose thing. you write to her and you let her know.
Here I am like, oh, I'm not ready, and people want to buy things. I should have gotten ready faster.
No, but here's the thing, Cathy, about this group. They are very patient. So if they want something and it takes you a couple weeks to organize and get your scale and do your thing, they will wait. I have yet to meet an impatient person in this community. So anyway, see, John's in there going, "You go, girl. I told you." Like, "You got this. We got you." So I'm gonna actually, Cathy, you stay for my last segment. Okay. You okay with that? Because the last segment, well, first of all, Cathy, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. And I can't wait for us to go eat Panera and go shopping.
Yes.
Okay, so here's my last segment, and this is going to be a segment every single week. What is Martha up to? The first answer is always no good. Okay? She's up to no good. The second answer is, and she is, hey, Aaron, we were just talking about you. Weren't we just talking about him? He's saying hello again. So Martha is always going to follow me. This is her thing, apparently. She is going to have a sale after this Thursday night Yeah, she's up to no good, Tammy. Thank you for noticing. So every Thursday night vintage variety show we have, Martha is going to have a sale right afterwards. Wait a minute. Is Picasso Cat also a Kathleen?
She's Cathy, but
No, look. Wrote it out like you.
she might have been correcting Pam.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm only seeing the chats. Yeah. John, that's going to be a weekly thing. So I need you to do, what is Martha up to? And then somebody has to respond, no good, because that's the correct response. Oh, okay. She's a Catherine. So Kathleen and Catherine. So Martha's sale is on Vintage Conversation. I don't think there's anything to that. If somebody could put her link in the comment section, that would be awesome. There's a lot of you now who are able to put in links. So she's up in about 11 minutes. 11 minutes on Vintage Conversation. She showed me her pieces. And, oh yes, and that's right. Thank you, Tammy. She's having 2 Texans on the tacky side. So Daniel's going to be with her, and Tam Tam, who is always up to no good as well. Daniel is the perfect angel. Those 2 ladies. Okay, listen. I know, because I'm on with them on Friday nights, and they are a bad influence. So it's not me, Kathy. It's them. Okay, you know how Texans are. Okay, big hair, big secrets. Okay, so Martha is going to be up next. So I'm going to let you all go pee and get a little something to eat, wash those hands. And she's on at 10 Eastern, if I'm right. Nancy. Oh my gosh, Tammy's saying she's the sweet one. That would be Christina. Okay. Poor Daniel. I know, Helen. Kathy, do you know who Daniel is? Tacky is me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. He's gonna deal with those. He's gonna deal with those Texans tonight. So So thank you to all of my guests. Thank you guys for being here. Let's grow this together. Let's share and show. Let's have conversations about Alanis Morissette, about mommies passing down amazing bowls and recipes, and quilting, and the amazing stories that Michelle had, and just the history of all this stuff that we love so much. And share each other's channels, get to know new people so we grow this community even bigger. Delbert, you're adorable, and I kind of want to just grab your face. I've said that. I hope you're not scared. And I love you all so, so, so very much. And please, in this crazy time, take care of each other and be kind to each other. And I love you all. I love you so much. And I love you, Kathy.
I love you.
Okay, so I'm going to hit end, babe. And so, because Kathy's new to this, we could stay and chat after, but I can't. So let's chat in Instagram.
Okay.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and thank you, Claudia. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. You guys are amazing. And I want to bite all your faces. Okay, in a beautiful way. Okay. Love you all so much. Bye for now. You got it, girl. Always do the opposite of what you think you need to do.
Right.
Bye for now, everyone. Love you.